Welcome all sports fans and everyone across the nation. This is Tuesdays with TJ, episode number 18. That's right, you guys. 18 episodes of the NFL podcast. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton, along with my co-host, PJ. She said, what up? But the main man of the hour, our guy to my right, Mr. TJ Tracy. What's up, TJ?
Well, I'm good, thanks. How is everyone tonight? I hope you're having a great week. And yeah, I hope you're having a great week and you got the results you wanted this weekend.
Yeah, hey, week 14 came and went. Had a lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of craziness along with it, man. But it
Oh,
feels like that's
yeah,
the NFL. It's been like that the last, like, all year, pretty much.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah, it has been. It's the year of craziness, uncertainty, and injuries. Definitely injuries.
yes. Oh my goodness, we could talk about that forever, man. And it's a sore subject because you don't want to talk about it. But it feels like every team, it's almost like nutrition, right? Whoever wins is going to be the healthiest going into the playoffs. You know,
And
yeah,
honestly, yeah, because obviously you've got Herbert gone
yeah,
for the
yep.
season.
Well, I mean, we break all that down. I mean, a lot to talk about in today's episode, you guys. Do us all a favor, y'all. Hit that like button if you are coming into the stream. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button if you guys are loving what me and TJ and PJ are talking about for this NFL podcast. And of course, share the stream to all of your social media platforms. Thank y'all for that. This makes this channel pop. It makes Uneducated Sports Talk pop. It makes Tuesday with TJ pop, you guys. So come on and show some love and keep the chat rocking and rolling before we get going. We got a few folks in the chat already. We got Jacqueline showing love. What's up, Jacqueline? How you doing? We got generic ball message. Hope all are well. What up, Carlos, TJ, and PJ? What happened last night in Miami? We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later on today too. Generic said literally every game went Cleveland's way except for the Rams versus Ravens. Hey, and it almost went array. We'll dabble into all that in just a moment, y'all. Uh, this is our podcast. We talk about the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. And we are such a great podcast that we start off with the good, but maybe not so good for our guy TJ here. Look, the Eagles have started off our last three, I believe, streams. Whether they're winning or they're losing, but it tells you how
Yeah,
good of a team or how important they are to this NFL season. And it feels like every freaking game because they were a part of that gauntlet, right? And the gauntlet is almost
yeah.
over with. One more game
It's got
left.
the Seahawks.
One more game left, but let's talk about last Sunday night football. It was kind of a blowout. The Dallas Cowboys defeat the Philadelphia Eagles by a score of 33-13. TJ, all right, man, we got to talk about this.
Do we have
Cowboys,
to?
yeah, we have to, man, and we both now we both saw this coming, so
Yeah,
we both picked the Cowboys to win, and honestly, that's just how the nature of the beast works between these two teams. The Eagles win at home, the Cowboys win at home, and
yeah.
now, but how it happened, that's where we gotta get to. Both teams now tied at 10-3 right now. In the playoffs started today, the Cowboys will be the number 2 seed, but if the Eagles win out, they will claim the number 2 seed because of because of conference record, better conference record. So right now, currently, the Cowboys are the 2nd seed. Philadelphia's number 5. But if these two teams both win out, so Eagles still hold their destiny because of the
Mhm.
conference records. If the Eagles win out, they win the next 4 games. They have the Seahawks, the Giants twice, and the Cardinals in between that. The Eagles will
Indeed.
be NFC East champions, but they had to win out. They have their own destiny. Cowboys, on the other hand, have a tougher matchup, a tougher road. They have a few tough games: Dolphins, Bills, Lions, and then I think the last game is the Commanders, I believe. Right. My question for you is: after what we saw, and we know the schedule coming up, who wins the NFC East, TJ?
I think the Cowboys will. Um, I s- it's problems we've seen Philadelphia have all year, and they reared its ugly head. And obviously, even though we are 10-3 and tied with the best record in the league, it's Philadelphia. We overreact. There was two rubbish bins on outside the facility. One with James Bradbury, the other one's with no big play Slay.
Hmm.
And like people are calling for uh, coordinators to get fired, but it was execution on on that game. We were moving the ball easily. Like, we knew our defense was going to struggle. We knew our defense was going to be slashed. The only way we could have won that game is keeping up with the scoring
Right.
and outscoring. And first drive, driving well, doing well. I'm like, yes, we can do it. Hurts fumbles. Right, cool. Same thing. Starts driving, doing well. Oh, penalty, penalty. Have to kick it away. Like, we were moving the ball well, and then Hurts fumble, Brown fumble, Smith fumble. All of the top three talent
Right.
that we've
Right.
had
Right.
no issue just fumbled the ball away. And like, our defense, scored the only touchdown of the night. So Sean Desai, giving his faults, he always starts slow, and the talent hasn't been the best this year. Our back seven hasn't been good. But he adjusts very well at halftime, and like, our defense managed to recover a fumble, and Jalen Carter picked it up and scored a touchdown. Like, in the third quarter, after halftime, they scored 9 points. That's all they did after halftime. The Dallas Cowboys stood up. So our defense adjusted and did well. And it's our offense that just let them down. Like, if our offense was capable enough, one, it keeps Dak off the field, and lets our defense breathe. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on. People are calling for Brian Johnson, but it wasn't the coordinators. It was just execution. The fumbles, the penalties. It was just awful. And again, Philly's overreacting. I know we do control our own destiny, but if we go out and play like this, we're gonna, one, not win the division, two, get bounced in the wild card. So who knows? Who knows? Hopefully the Cowboys lose. I know they've got the hardest schedule, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles lose to the Italian in New York. So
Yeah, that was my biggest issue now because it felt like it was just an easy cakewalk for the Eagles, right? And then all of a sudden, here comes Tommy DeVito, Tommy DeVito, that guy. All of a sudden, that Giants team, those two games against New York, seem a little scary now. In between Arizona, it seems kind of scary. But the last four games are NFC opponents, and if the Eagles win all four of those games, they will be crowned NFC champions. But right now, I agree with you. I think it's a tough road because at first I was like, yeah, Eagles got this no matter what they lose. But then the Giants could sneak one of those games, right? And
easily.
yeah, and even if the Cowboys lose to a Bills team or a Dolphins team, as long as it's in the other conference, they're fine. If they had the same tie, the same record at the end, and the Eagles lose one game to the NFC opponent, and the Cowboys lose that game to the Giants, the Bills or the Dolphins, they're still in there as a
Yep.
champions. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys because now it is a tough road. My worry is the actual Seattle game. The Seattle
Yes.
game
Yeah. They've been playing well.
yeah, and one of those Giants games for the Eagles. Cowboys are playing well. I got to give them credit. Like usually, I would call them a fraud, or they're a fraud, or a fraud team. But the last couple of weeks they've shown me they're not so fraud. Look now. Seattle and the Eagles both have the Seahawks and the Eagles both have their issues, but let's be honest, every team in the NFL has their issues. So you just got to go out there and win. And the Cowboys are doing that right now. And even now, that Dolphins team that we thought was, this gauntlet at home, they lost to the Titans. And now that gives the Cowboys a lot better chance of winning that, a lot more momentum. How about that? To win that game.
Yeah.
Who knows, though? It's going to be a great matchup when they do play next week. But
Yeah.
yeah, but definitely excited for this NFC East how it's gonna go down, man. So yeah, I agree. Right now, the Cowboys a tough task for the Eagles because every game, even when they're winning, they were close games.
Yeah.
Every game
And
close.
there's no one to blame except themselves. We lost to the
Right.
Jets. We should have won. We okay, the Niners, that was straight up a blowout. The Cowboys, we got in our own way.
Yeah.
We were moving the ball.
And
It's just
and
we
like you
fumbled
said,
every opportunity.
turnovers from your three top stars, Brown.
Yeah.
And it felt like Brown was psychologically, I guess, Gilmore was in his head because every time Brown caught a pass or got in a scuffle, he was always trying to taunt or argue or trying to do something. I don't
Yeah,
know. It was weird on that
yeah.
part. And I was like, dude, just play the game, man. And Gilmore definitely won that matchup for that time being. But hey, that's why you play the games. Regardless, the Niners did clinch because of that loss to a few teams, and they clinched the playoff spot. Right now, the Niners
Hmm.
are the cream of the crop, as we would say right now,
Number one
number
seed.
one seed, and everything is still going to go through San Francisco no matter what, like I thought it would, and we'll see.
Oh yeah, they've got such an so they've got obviously if they lose and the Eagles win out, we can potentially get the number one seed, but I think that ship has sailed because they've got Cardinals, Ravens, Commanders, Rams. I hope maybe if the Ravens beat them and the Eagles then win out, like then we get the number one seed
Right.
back.
Yeah,
But
Ravens can win, and even that last game is the Rams. Rams might have something to play
mhm,
for. You never know. So it could go down. I don't know how that'll go, but very interesting though. So Cowboys smashed them. It was pretty much Dak Prescott, man, a MVP.
he's
Uh,
doing well.
this
He's
is my
doing
this is my
well.
first time actually giving recognition to Dak Prescott as an MVP candidate, and I do say if the Cowboys, let's say the Cowboys win the next 4 games, and Dak is the main reason he's going to win MVP. I'll get Dak
You
over
reckon?
Brock Purdy.
Ooh,
Because
interesting.
Purdy has just so many weapons. There's just so many weapons over there in San Fran right now. Where Dak is more of it's just a CeeDee Lamb kind of thing, and his tight end Ferguson, and Pollard hasn't been that guy at all this year. So I feel like if Dak does win out and it's because of him. Now tough game against Buffalo. That's
Mhm.
coming up this week. Uh, and then if cold outside, if he can dominate in that particular game, that's gonna be his make or break game for the MVP race.
Yeah.
Cowboys at the Bills in Buffalo. That will be all right. They win that game, and Dak has a great game doing it. I think he was really, really put himself in there for MVP. But hey, who knows, man? Let's keep it with the NFC East. I know TJ's ready to get off that topic, man, of Eagles. Let's go and stay in the NFC East, though. And we had our Monday night doubleheader. The first game, well, both games were playing at the same time. You had Titans versus Dolphins. We'll talk about that later on in this podcast. But let's break down Giants versus Packers. And man, I saw it coming. But last week I was scared to pull that trigger. I ain't gonna lie. I was scared. And what did I tell you, TJ? The first time the Packers were playing as the road favorite all year. That's a different dynamic, right? They've been road underdogs or home underdogs all year, right? So you kind of play loose, kind of play
Mhm.
free. But all of a sudden now, when you're the road favorite, that's a different type of feeling. And a big shout out to those in the chat. We got Daniel Berry Sports Highlights says, "Yo, I got Dan McKeon in the building showing love," and we got Ron definitely says, "Hi." Peter said, "What's up, RD, and what's up, DM? Good to see you guys." Daniel Berry Sports Highlights in the building as well. But back to the Giants. They upset the Packers 24-22, and Tommy DeVito, man, and
Ooh.
that game he played against the Cowboys, either he just wasn't ready or the Cowboys are just that damn dominant. I don't know. But it feels like that game was so far away now. That was his only loss as a starter. He's won 3 straight games. Tom DeVito has. And I said it on the stream. I called this game last night, Giants versus Packers. And I said it on the stream. I was like, yo, the Giants actually look like a football team now. You
Nah,
know,
I
uh,
don't
uh,
know.
uh, 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 I was like, wow, where did it come from? It felt weird. Like they were driving and having success and converting first downs and converting third downs. And, and Tommy DeVito was in the pocket and the kid can move. I didn't know he had moves and wheels like that. And when he had that big long run for about, I think, 30 something yards, he looked like a running back. I'm not going to lie. He looked
Really?
like a damn running back. Like the way I was like, whoa, his shiftiness, it was fluid. And I was like, yo, not a. Now this could be a Jeremy Lin sanity kind of moment, right? But right now we're all going to ride that wave with Tom DeVito. My question for you, TJ, is Daniel Jones is still sitting there, just got paid this
Yeah.
offseason, right?
Yeah.
Is Tommy DeVito the future for the New York Giants?
I don't know. Like I said, he's had one bad game, and it was against a really good defense. But the Giants, the way that obviously, shout out Glossy, watched a lot of his stuff. He was breaking down this game, and apparently, the way the Giants run their offense, it's very strong against how not Van Joseph, the Packers run their defense,
Right.
and like it helps. Like Dan DeVito had help from Saquon, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns. Not going to complain there. That's a difference from what they didn't have at the beginning of the year. They had no run game. Saquon's finally decided woken up, but the problem with Dan DeVito, yes, he's looked good in some of the games, and it's been a short period. They just really are handcuffed to Danny. Like no one's going to trade for Daniel Jones because that contract. Um, like this year, like next year, if they cut or trade him pre-June, the dead money is $69 million.
Ooh.
Yeah, precisely. They owe him base salary of 35. The cap hit is 47. Like, I'm sorry, the GM whoever made this deal needs to be gone. Uh,
I'd tell you what, man. I think I like is DeVito the future for the Giants? Probably not. And I'm gonna say I agree, Daniel Jones. As much as we don't like it, Daniel Jones is tied to them for at least another 2 more years. Um,
Easily.
but if I'm Dabo, I kind of swallow that pill. I don't give a damn. We ain't got to trade him. We'll just have the most expensive backup quarterback, in the league. If not for sure, one thing for sure is I like the fact that when these guys do get a chance to showcase their skills, Tommy DeVito has etched his name in the NFL. He can go to a different team now and play. He's shown that I
Yeah.
can put a team on my back pretty much and play decent quarterback. And you see, I saw a stats line. Um, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, and
No,
no turnovers, no sacks taken either. And that
no
was huge.
sacks.
No sacks.
Wow.
And as a team, as a second string quarterback or third string quarterback. How about that? Because it was Tyrod Taylor at one point. But as that guy that comes in, you want to be the one to not lose the game for your team. You want to be the reason you win, but don't be the reason to lose. And when you have no turnovers and you
No,
take no sacks and every play is a positive play, you have a great chance of success against a team like the Green Bay Packers. Now, the Packers and Jordan Love, that was tough because it was their first time all year being a road favorite besides the first game of the year, I think, against Chicago. And that might have been in Green Bay. I could be lying about that. But they were a road favorite, and I'm like, I don't know. This don't sit well with me. And even last week when we had our picks, and I was like, I was really like, I said it, I was like, I can see the Giants win this game or making it very close. It'll be a very close game. And I still picked the Packers to win. But that Giants team, they've got Saquon. They got a decent O line. It was all about the turnovers. And we've seen it
mhm.
now, whether it's Tyrod Taylor or DeVito playing quarterback over Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones probably more of a better quote unquote quarterback, where he takes a lot more chances, and that's why he has way more turnovers than he has touchdowns, and that's why they
Yeah.
find themselves in. But if you're the Giants, if you play mistake free football, any team that does that, you're gonna get a dub. I like what DeVito's doing, and I like he's an athlete, quietly an athlete. He's an athlete, and Dable was just in awe of this kid over the last couple weeks, and here we go, man. So,
Yeah.
I, but
One
we kind of agree. DeVito might not be the future for New York, but he could be a solid backup in today's NFL and have a good career. Hopefully for that.
Hey, yeah, and he's got a story around him. Like the moment he started, he had the whole "I'm living at home with my
Yeah,
parents." Obviously,
right.
they leaned into the Italian with the whole
Yeah,
hand
that Italian. I,
thing.
I love the celebration, man. I love
Yeah,
it.
and even his agent got a bit of screen time, looking the most shady person I've ever
Oh
seen with the
yeah, from
hand,
his.
all that, just on
Oh
the
yeah.
phone, whispering to people. Like, so he's got that going for him.
We got Fondarama in the building. What's up, Fondarama? How you doing, love? She says hi. Peter said, "What's up, Fondarama?" But you're right, Tommy DeVito, man. I love that. He needs to have that. I love when quarterbacks have that unique celebration when they score
Yeah,
a running touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with the the
With the
belt,
belt.
right? I love Kaepernick. When Kaepernick scored, he had a little muscle thing. He did something like that every time he
See?
scored. I hope that DeVito, when he has a rushing
Newton
touchdown,
had the
oh,
Superman
Cam Newton,
chest.
yeah, with Cam
Cam
Newton, when
Newton,
yeah,
yeah.
he did it, yeah, right. And I like that. I like that when they run it in, they have their own unique celebration. And I hope that DeVito has you know, that
You tell
celebration when he
you.
scores a running touchdown. He did it on a passing play, which is fine, a touchdown passing wise. But hey, do it with the rushing touchdown. I will love that. Anyways, but I guess it's saying like he's got a few screen times left, so maybe let's do it right now. So I
I
like
don't
those
think
unique
they can make
celebrations.
the. I don't think they can make the. They're 12th in the playoffs right now. You know,
Nah, yeah,
in the
nah, nah,
conference.
nah.
So
They would have to win out and have a lot of luck on their side. A lot of luck on
yeah,
their side. You have to have everyone, including my New Orleans Saints, just bomb out. Matter of fact,
yeah,
it
you're
starts
ahead.
off with Saints and the Giants this week.
Oh, does it?
It starts off.
Oh gosh.
If they can beat New Orleans, here we go. But we'll get to that in just a moment. All right, let's go to the bad now, y'all. That was all good. Let's go to the bad. And we had a wild game in Kansas City. We
Oh
had the
yes, we did.
Bills versus the Chiefs, and the Chiefs lose to the Bills in a heartbreaker, 20-17. But there was one play that's standing out, right? And one player, Pat Mahomes, that's standing out. And what's going on is there was a play, and this might be the best play ever to not ever happen. When they threw that ball to Travis Kelsey, Kelsey ran about 20 yards and lateraled it, thrown it, quarterback style, mind you. Kelsey was a quarterback in Cincinnati. His playing
Hmm.
his college days, so he could throw that football. He threw a spiral to Tony, Kadarius Tony, for a touchdown. The go-ahead touchdown, maybe not game winner, who knows? And then there's a flag on the play. And then what happened was we realized Kadarius Tony was on the line of scrimmage when the plays
Yeah, it
happened.
was bad.
It was a legal formation, 5 yards back, and Mahomes went berserk. Not right after the play, but after that series, he went berserk, and we have never seen Mahomes like that ever. So after that play is called back, the Chiefs have no choice but to try and go deep. They go turnover on downs, ball game, Bills win the game.
Yeah.
Um, but the story was Pat Mahomes on the sideline just going, throwing his helmet, cussing out
Hmm.
referees. I mean, he went to dap him, Josh Allen, and didn't even give him a high five and said that was a BS call, and
Yeah.
walked off. And this is look, Pat Mahomes. We have never seen Mahomes go like this ever. Uh,
But he wins. He's always. This is the first time he's struggled. It's the first time the Chiefs have.
yeah, the Chiefs are
Well,
struggling.
losing.
Look.
Yeah.
Mahomes ain't struggling. His
No, sorry.
receiver,
Yeah.
his receiving
He's
core,
letting him. Yeah, his call's letting him down,
that
and I
is
understand.
badly.
Yeah, and I understand that frustration must be like he's doing everything in his power to put the team in the chance to win, and the team's holding him back. And I understand the frustration boy. He's like, I've never heard of that play being called. That penalty's never been called. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Pat Mahomes. It's just frustration boiled over the fact that he was like, we could have won the game with a perfect play, and someone who wasn't even part of the play but screwed up because he didn't check with the ref. And it's just like,
And here's
I
my
get it, I
thing.
understand it, but you've got to have that composure.
And he did check with the ref, but not long enough to get the ref's attention.
Oh, did he?
He did.
Oh,
He went out there and he pointed at the ref, but it was really quick. Usually, you gotta get the ref's attention. Hey ref, am I good? Sorry, PJ. Say, hey ref, am I good? Am I good? The ref will give you a nod, or he'll say, hey, back up a little bit. Right? The receivers are the only ones that get that benefit because they're so far away from the line from the football that they get the benefit from the referees. Say, hey, am I good? Right? Am I in good motion? Whatever. And he did it. But it was almost like routine, like, oh well, the referee saw me, so he'll let me slide. No, you gotta get the ref's attention. He did it for like it was like point 3 seconds, and he was like, back to normal. The referee ain't seen him even do it. So I get Mahomes. First of all, for those that went out there and said, I had a guy in my chat. He's like, I lost respect for Pat Mahomes for going
Nah,
off.
you
Nah,
can't.
you can't lose respect for Pat Mahomes for that. No, he's human. And everyone is allowed to have that kind of moment, right? It's a big game. It's a back-to-back loss now for the Chiefs. They find themselves one game away from being tied in the AFC West, and they're in. And
Ooh,
they're not in. They haven't been that kind of territory in a long time, right? Um,
who are they going to be tied with?
right now, if they lose,
Oh
and the
my
Broncos,
goodness, it's the Broncos.
the Broncos beat the Lions, and the Chiefs lose to whoever they play this week, they'll have a tie. They'll be tied at 8-6.
Ah,
I mean,
that
nine and
feels
six.
dirty.
Yeah, it does feel a little dirty. A little dirty, huh? They'll be 8-6 if the Chiefs lose this week and the
Yeah,
Broncos win. And Broncos got a game against the Lions, so hey, who knows?
and Denver holds the tiebreaker over uh, Kansas City,
I believe so. Maybe
so
right.
they would jump up to the third seed.
Yeah,
So
I'm saying so. I'm just saying, hey, a lot could happen, man. So this is one of those things. I look. My question was Mahomes right for his outburst at the end? Probably not right, but I don't blame him either because, like Generic Ballman said, Tony was basically shaking hands with the DBs. He was that. It was that obvious.
yeah, it was
Now,
bad.
now let's not get it twisted. That call, they let that slide a lot, right? But not
Yeah,
that obvious. So
no,
Mahomes' case was he was saying you guys let that slide all the time. Why now would you call it? But the thing was, it was so damn obvious. They had to call it. They had to.
yeah,
And if you're Tony, you gotta get with the referee and make eye contact and put your hand out and say, "Am I good?" The referee say, "No, you're not good. Go back." He did it, but it was like literally like 0.3 seconds, bro. You gotta get his attention. And he didn't do that, and that's another reason. That's 2 games now. Tony has basically cost the Chiefs, the Lions game, and now this game that just passed. That receiving core, and I don't know the difference. They had the same core from last year. They had, but minus Juju Smith, who wasn't even all that. Juju didn't even get 1,000 yards in the regular season. He barely got 800, I think. So it wasn't like
no.
he was this big just difference maker for that team. No, I don't know what's going on. They're just
I think I
digressing.
think Kelsey has taken a small step back. I
Yeah,
wouldn't say it's a massive step back. I think he's just lost a bit of his explosiveness, and there's none of that support. Like Kelsey used to always be open, but he's had the games where he's had nothing, and they haven't had anyone to lean
that is
back
true.
on.
Yeah,
And
and
I like
go
I
ahead.
was going to say, I fully understand his explosiveness. Imagine someone at your boss goes to your job at you at your job. Okay, clean this workspace, and then you can go home with a tip. You clean it, and then someone in your team just smashes it and goes, "Oh no, you've got to do it again." Okay, clean it. No, no, I've done it again, and just like you get angry. You would
Yes,
get frustrated,
yes.
and obviously it was an outburst, but it's happened all season. MVS dropping the deep touchdown in my game. They've been letting him down, and yes, professionalism. He shouldn't have exploded on the sideline. He shouldn't be chatting at the refs. He shouldn't be blaming the refs. Everyone's human, you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah,
had
yeah,
a
human.
he's been composed for 6, 7 years.
Thank you.
Like let the man have a
Yeah,
day.
folks are talking about, oh man, I just lost all respect for Pat Mahomes. I seen it. I'm like, yo, for what? For being human? He was ticked
Mm,
off, and he didn't punch anybody. He just spit. The only thing I
no,
think he regrets is not dapping up Josh Allen properly. Right, and I'm pretty sure they're boys. I'm pretty sure they text each other or called each other. He apologized. He did apologize today, and he did admit that the referees were right today. So
mhm.
good for him for doing that. But still, in the heat of the moment, I mean, we're human. We're human.
Yeah,
I don't lose respect. This is my man's first time doing that in 7 years in the league. Right, first time really. I mean, we've seen him be upset before, but like to go antic and throwing helmets and all that. Brady does that like once every 4 games. You know what
yes.
I'm
And
saying?
when
So,
Brady loses, he doesn't shake the quarterback's
no,
hand.
right,
At
right, right.
least he goes out and
Exactly,
goes.
exactly.
He
You
just
know,
goes away.
so I don't know. I think every great quarterback is entitled for a few of those. I'm
Yeah.
just saying. But so all of a sudden, do you have a squeaky clean image, and he does it one time? All of a sudden, he's just a bad guy, a horrible guy. I don't get that. But
Hey, it's the NFL's golden child who hasn't looked good. The NFL's going to run with that. The
yeah,
media's not the
yeah,
NFL. The
yeah,
media's
yeah.
going to run with that. It'll get clicks. It'll get views. So
That's right. Generic Baldwin says sometimes the strangest things set us off as humans. Think about the times when something small got you heated. For real.
Oh yeah.
And this is not even playing a sport. This is basically us in just general life, right? So yeah, I'm not. I got John Clements in the building. Says should have counted. Let's go. Yo, Peter said, "What's up, JC?" He said it should have counted, man. That was too damn obvious, though, for it to not be called, man. But I understand the points though. Mahomes is saying, look, no one ever calls that, but it was way too obvious. And like Janelle Baldwin said, he was shaking hands with the DBs, bro. It was, come on, Tony, you gotta know better, bro. You just gotta know better, man. And yeah, I feel bad for Tony, man. I feel bad. He just keeps messing up, bro. Keeps on messing up. All right, let's continue on with the bad right now, and it's going to Houston. Uh, the
Ooh, yes.
Texans, they were that team, the Darlings, just a few weeks ago, but now a couple losses in a row for Houston, and now C.D. Stroud, and that game against New York, concussion, concussion,
Yep.
and my thing is, with that being said, they're now is it 7-7 or is Houston seven
They
and
are.
seven?
Sorry, they're 7-6.
7-6, and they're in a crowded scene. My
Mhm,
question is
mhm.
though, Stroud being concussed, if he does miss a game or so, I mean, is the season over? Is the fairy tale over? Is his MVP season over with?
Yeah, I think his MVP season's over with. I think that was over a couple of weeks ago. Because you've got people like Dak and all that who are going off. Houston's are on the eighth seed. They're currently not in playoffs. So with Davis Mills out there, it just shows you how important CJ Stroud is to that team. They're going to need it. They're going to need them in there, especially since Jacksonville has had a bit of stumbles. But Trevor plays, even on that high ankle sprain, which I don't know how. So they do need Stroud, but hey, we've seen what happens with quarterbacks if you don't take concussions seriously.
Right.
Look at Tua next year. So if the organization is smart, you look after CJ Stroud. Um, but I'm just shocked about New York. Like I thought it
I
would
want to get to
be,
that. Let's talk about that for a second. Let's go.
yeah. Like I thought it
Zach
would be what,
Wilson. Zach
yeah.
freaking Wilson. Where did that come from?
I don't know. I don't know. Houston Texans scored 6. I thought the Jets might have won by 9, not 30. 30, and apparently Aaron Rodgers is close to being medically cleared. He said he might be medically cleared this week. By Christmas Eve, he wants to play. What
Well,
kind of magic is he using? What is
first
it?
of all, I have no idea how the hell that happens, man. What is going on? Did a piece of his tendon get torn and not the whole thing? I don't get it. I don't get it. How the hell? But look, honestly, the whole Aaron Rodgers thing, I don't believe none of that. I think he's gonna be. The Jets might lose one more game, and look, that'll be what they already have 8 losses already for the year, right?
They're
Yeah,
5-8.
yeah. I
They
mean,
are 2 games out.
yeah, come on. They're not gonna get that. I'm sorry. There's too many damn good teams in front of them. Rodgers might as well sit down. They'll be crazy with like a 0.5% chance to make the playoffs and have to start Aaron Rodgers. Now, if they do have like if he comes back say the last week of the season and you win and need a few teams to
Things.
help you out, then maybe you start Aaron Rodgers. But Zach Wilson, he went out there and said via one of his teammates, I forgot who it was. I think it was Brees Hall. But he was like, Zach told me, what do I got to lose? What, bench me again? Okay. I
Yeah,
mean, but he should have been had that mentality, in
I
my
know.
opinion.
I know.
Should have been had that mentality. And I don't know, man. I mean, I'm happy to see Zach Wilson, and this is that Jet squad we always thought we would see, right? With Aaron Rodgers. you know, just played that gauntlet defense. And even this game, I was very hesitant to pick the Texans, but I still picked the Texans to win this game. But I was like, oh man, I can really see the Jets making the game. But I was so done with the Jets because I picked them like 3 games in a row, and they
Yeah,
kept and
no.
they kept losing. I'm like, you know what? Damn it. I'm done with y'all. And like I always do, get done with them, and them fools win. So they look good, though. They look good. And honestly, I don't, playoffs is not there, but optimism for next year for New York, man.
Optimism.
You
You
know,
said that this year, and then it took 4 snaps.
you're right about that, and that just freaking sucks. It just grinds my gear. You know,
Mm.
grinds my gears. But shout out to the Jets winning that. But Texans, look, the MVP is done for all the MVP talk. I wasn't buying it when he had, I wasn't buying the front runner MVP stuff because I was like, it's a 3 or 4 game thing he went through. Let's see how it ends, and kind of how we thought it was. A bad loss in New York, man. It just shows you that the Texans at the end of the day probably aren't ready for that kind of playoff atmosphere pressure. Maybe who knows? Who knows? But hopefully Stroud is better. Hopefully he's come back and healthy. He doesn't miss a game. Maybe he does miss a game. We've seen Derek Carr and Brock Purdy over the last couple weeks have concussions and come back the next week. So
I think that's dumb. Like
it
you
is
said, we saw what happened to Tua.
right. Because at first, before Purdy, before the Purdy concussion, everybody didn't matter what position. If you got a concussion, you was missing at least 1 week.
Good.
But
I
but
think it should
yeah,
be.
yeah, I think so too. Purdy comes in and he says, "Nah, I'm good." And then the same thing with Derek Carr. Why? Why? Carr's been concussed now 2 out of the last 3 weeks now for the New Orleans Saints, and he's still playing. And even though we beat the Panthers, and both these teams don't matter, that's why we're not talking about them at all. But even though the Saints beat the Panthers, it was still an ugly win. Don't let the score fool you.
Yeah,
28-6.
it
Don't
was
let the
not good.
our offense was garbage in that second half. I
Yeah.
mean, I think 7 straight possessions of I think maybe a total of 2 first downs, and obviously there's no Taysom Hill, but still, God, dog, it was just ugly, bro. Anyways,
Are you done with Derek Carr?
oh, I'm done with him, man. And I know y'all know me, man. I'm Mr. Glass half full kind of guy, Mr. Positivity. I'm sorry, bro. Derek Carr,
Ooh.
he too frantic, man. I would take Jameis 30 and 30 all day.
You
At least I know
gave
that. At least I know that Jameis will get us in position to score. And when we get there, we will score. As far as Derek Carr, he almost guaranteed no touchdowns in the red zone, man. It's just bad.
I,
So
I'm sorry. His contract is horrible.
it is. I know.
4 years you gave him in
Uh,
2026, which is the year his final year. His base salary is 50 million.
I know. Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I know you want to move on from him. He's tied to you. No one's
I
trading for
know.
this contract.
Thank you, Dennis freaking Allen. Right, so Jaden Daniels' stock is rising up, the Heisman Trophy winner, and right now, I mean, he will be where we would want to get him at if we can, keep losing.
I was gonna say, where you at?
Yeah, come on, we need to get some L's, and I've never rooted for L's. So come on, if we get the playoffs, we're one and done in the playoffs. So I'm like,
You are 12th now. You
yeah,
have
because of that
you
win
haven't.
to the by us. Ugh. Don't
Yeah, you
worry,
haven't.
we'll see. We got a couple weeks to go down to about 7, 8. Hope Daniels is right there for the Pickers, baby. But of course,
Yeah,
of
according to
course,
this,
though,
Raiders.
we would have to fire
Raiders.
Dennis Allen
Oh
because
yeah,
Dennis Allen has those ties to Derek Carr. No, that's why Derek
yeah.
Carr is starting all these damn games, and I think they're scared. Why are they so scared? Sorry, y'all, this is not a Saints podcast. I'm sorry, but why are they so scared to start Jameis Winston? Because they don't want Jameis Winston to show off, and all of a sudden now the New Orleans Saints crowd fan base gets on Jameis Winston's back and like, yeah, let's dump Derek Carr. They don't want that, especially Dennis Allen. So I don't know. He's tied to Derek Carr, man, but still, man, Derek Carr might get that man fired. I'm
Yeah,
hoping for it.
yeah. No, I think he needs. I think he needs to go. I think
Uh,
people were calling for his job last season, and this season
uh,
hasn't proved anything.
I gave him a benefit of doubt last year because of injuries. We had just crazy injuries. It was absurd last year. This year, we've been relatively somewhat healthy. The beginning of the year, at
Wow.
least the first 7, 8, 9 games of the year, we looked pathetic in those games. So,
You
yeah.
say be healthy. Derek Carr's been more injured than
Well,
I've had hot dinners.
yeah. You're right. Lately now, Derek Carr, Michael Thomas, Taysom Hill. Yeah, I get that lately. But the first 8, 9 games of the year, we were relatively healthy, minus Derek Carr. So,
Yeah.
it just drives me crazy, man. And, of
Would
course,
you?
and we had Alvin Kamara was out the first 3 games of the year,
That's true. That's
and
true.
but we managed to survive. We went 2-1 in those games, and it's just bad, man. I got Ron. Jeremy says, "How about them Cowboys?" What is
Yes. Well
Ron?
done, Ron. You
He
get to
said, "What's
laugh
up,
this week.
RJ?" Yeah. Cowboys. Hey, what are the Cowboys gonna do against the Bills? We'll let you guys know about that in just a few moments, y'all. But let's go to our downright ugly. And boy, if I was part of a channel that allowed like excessive cussing, this would be the part where I would just be like, yeah, F the Los Angeles Chargers, man. Uh, I am so done. And I picked against them this week because I got smart for the first time in a long time. Uh, the Broncos is annihilating the Chargers, y'all. Chargers suck. They're done.
Yep.
And the only guy I like on that team besides Austin Eckler and Keenan Allen, I gotta lie, I like all their players. It's the coaching staff that sucks, honestly.
Mhm.
But Justin Herbert is out for the year now with he's having finger surgery.
Yeah.
Chargers now are officially with 5-8. They're done. They're done. They're done. So their season done. Brandon Staley is gonna be gone. That is, I'm about 105% sure he's gone at the end of the year. If I'm Los Angeles, get rid of him now. Honestly, just get rid of him now.
Yeah.
Save the
Season's
humiliation.
over.
Yeah,
The
season's
QB's
over.
gone.
Yeah, just get rid of him now. There's no need to stay in here. So I would get rid of him right now. I don't know why he got the job in the first place, but that's a different story for a different day. But Herbert's out for the year, man. Is this? Can you think of any team in recent memory that has had so much talent and played
Ooh.
so badly? Let's say 10, 15 years. Can you name a team? Like
Yeah,
like like
you've obviously got the dream team from Philadelphia back in that era.
okay.
Yeah, that was yeah, the running back. Oh, it's like we've got a dream team, and then we fell flat on our face. That was pretty bad.
Mm.
Um, a lot of Packers teams. No, because they did make it to the
Yeah,
playoffs, so
they
you
made
can't.
playoffs though.
And then they pooed the bed. Uh, I don't know. I don't think so. I think this is one of the most highly talented teams that. Oh yes, so I think the Jets. I think Jets last year had a lot of talent, especially on that defense, and the QB let them down. Um,
But that offense was still not going to do
it
anything.
wasn't the
Anyways, I mean,
best.
their best player was a rookie in Garrett Wilson last year. I mean,
True, true,
they
true.
didn't. The offense wasn't going to be there. We knew that. So I don't give them that. Look at the talent all across the board for the
Mhm.
Chargers, and to not get it done. We're talking about their quarterback is Justin Herbert, top five quarterback to most people's opinions, for top five for sure, top 10. Austin Eckler, top 10 running back. Keenan Allen, top 10 to 15 wide receiver. And then you got their defense. Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack, Derwin James, all these guys, Pro Bowlers, all pro kind of guys who've had all pro moments and have been all pros in their career. To show for what? And they've all been healthy.
Yeah,
It's not like they've been hurt, and it's like everyone's hurt and everyone's just, no. They've all been there. They've been healthy. They've got a good O line, a good running game. Austin Eckler was a touchdown machine last year. As we got Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast, says Carlos, PJ, TJ, how you doing? Yo, Dolph
well,
17. Come on in, brother. What's happening, man? That's my guy, y'all. Show some love to Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast with Coach Rock and Dolph 17. But back to in recent memory, I can't think of a team ever with this much talent to be this bad, and that is on your coaching staff because
yes.
these players have shown, whether it's Khalil Mack with Chicago, whether it was Joey Bosa, whether it was Keenan Allen doing his thing, Austin Eckler in pass, right? They showed that we can win and have a great team. Your coaching staff, aka Staley, putting you in horrible situations, and I cannot wait for this man to leave. And I said it numerous times on this podcast. I am not the kind of guy to go out there and clamor for a man's job. I'm not. Unless I'm a diehard Saints fan and I have that tied to Dennis Allen. That's different. But as an uneducated sports talk mindset, I've never wanted just a man to get fired. But bro, he gotta go. And I
It's gonna
know,
go.
and I know, and I know for a fact the players think the same thing. They don't
Yeah.
believe in this man. They are ready for him to go because he has taken analytics to an extreme, to a major extreme, man, and that has backfired on him badly, badly. So yeah, uh, I'm still trying to think of a team. I can't think of a team in even recent memory. Maybe the Titans of 2 years ago. No, I lied, but they
Maybe,
went to the
but they
playoffs
still
though.
made it.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's bad because no one's hurting the team. No one is like hurt. They're all healthy. It's just bad play, bro. I don't know. I can't call it, bro. So
No, I understand. It is very frustrating. And you didn't like Staley a couple of years ago when he kept
uh,
going for fourth
I didn't
down and
like him
all
then.
that.
I don't like him now. I
No,
was like, he got to go because I said it all the time. When you're the head coach, you should not be responsible for the L's. Right? If the
yeah.
players are responsible for wins and losses, not the coaches. You put them in the best positions to win games, and there you go. Right? But he's put his teams in horrible positions on his own accord. When you go for it on fourth and blase from your own 29-yard
Oh,
line in the
bloody
second quarter,
bloody.
what are you doing, bro? That is just stupidity.
That's
It is.
funny.
It's stupidity. It's already sad enough that the Chargers have no home field advantage at all, right? That game against the Broncos, it felt like it was 50-50 Broncos. I'm like, oh, so they'll never have home field advantage. Never, right? Because their franchise sucks and they're not winning either. So that makes it even worse. So they never have home field advantage. You got to play against the crowd everywhere you go now. It's just bad. We got Truth Hurts says high organic and inorganic beings. What's up, Truth Hurts? And my boy Dog says Zach Wilson is a broken clock. He only writes twice a day. Every now and then, that dog gets his bone, right? Yeah, you're right about that, though. I've seen 2 or 3 times now where Zach was had a decent game this year, and he reverts back to his old self pretty soon, right? So let's hopefully he can get 2 games in a row. But the Chargers suck, though, you guys. Who wants to see Brandon Staley fired, y'all? Put a 1 in the chat to
Oh,
fire
well.
him. Put a 2 in the chat to say let him go one more year. I'm smashing ones. I'm smashing ones. God, dogs.
There
TJ
you
would
go.
have won. Yes, sir. Let's get him out of there, TJ. Get him out of there. Another one in the chat, y'all. Another one in the chat. Smashing those ones, bro. Smashing those ones. All right, y'all. Uh, let's
Funny.
let let's get into now. Let's get into our Week 14. What the fudge cake moments, and I have a strange feeling that we have the same what the fudge cake moment. I'm not quite sure. I'll let you go first though, TJ.
So my what the fudge cake moment was released after our last podcast. It's a bit of a tie-in from last week and a bit into this week.
Okay.
Uh, my what the fudge cake moment is what on earth, I think it's Sean McDermott, said to his team.
Oh yes.
See, obviously, British don't have a lot of connection. I know that what he said was bad. It's like straight up bad. Obviously, people are calling for his job. As an American, I would just want to know what your opinion, because I had this conversation with my friends. What he said is bad, but is it worth being fired over? And how bad, like how angry should we be? If you know what I mean?
Right. I'm a different kind of cat. That didn't really bother me. Some folks just want to get in the
No,
guns to get. No, I'm not this hoorah America kind of guy. I'm blessed to live in a free country, United States, and I'm honored. And I wouldn't want to be born anywhere else. But still, like anyone that makes a statement, I mean, let's be honest. Uh, it was kind of true, but people don't like the truth. Those guys had a plan and they worked to perfection, and look what happened. And hey, but yeah,
yes,
to say it though, it was like, bro, you could have had another analogy somewhere, bro. Like first of all, we all grown ass men. This isn't a high school team or a college team. This is NFL grown men. Why that analogy? Why we need that? Like
in the state of New York. I know it's not the city, but it's still the
yeah, but
state of New
I'm
York.
saying like, why even come with that analogy? Now to get fired, no. It's almost
No,
like sticks and stones break my bones, but words don't do a thing. Like I get it, but it's not enough for a firing. But I get it though. Some
no,
folks are mad, but those are those overly America, those Republican
no,
kind of
yeah.
guys. They're the ones that really like don't mess with Miss America. Calm down, bro. Calm down. And I get it. Yes, the sad part is folks died. Now,
Hmm.
why that doesn't bother me because I know what really happened.
Are you a
I
conspiracist?
am a conspiracy theorist, yes, sir. But I don't
Oh,
have time for that on this stream. It's an NFL, it's a football stream, so we're not going there at all because I might
no,
hurt some
really.
folks' feelings. But I'm gonna just say it was America on America crime. That's all I'm saying. All right. Oh, yeah. I'm just keeping it real. Hey,
Oh,
trust me. Trust me. I got a strong feeling now.
oh.
I'll ask God when I make to heaven. Like, yo, all right, what really happened now? Because I want to know.
You can answer one question about the
One
history of
question.
the
One
wonders
question.
of the universe. Yours is, was it a dog?
Right. I want to know. Let me know, brother. Let me know. That's it. Because all those guys say, let me stop. I'm gonna stop. I want to hurt nobody's feelings on this thing, man. I'm
I,
just a big believer, and that was definitely America on America crime. But all right. But no,
fair, fair. I
but
was just wondering about that.
I agree. But now I'm a different kind of cat, though. I know a lot of folks are saying, rah rah rah. He should have said that, and rightfully so. Because one, the thing was, people died
Yeah.
regardless who made the attack, what conspiracy theories I have, people died unrightfully, and it pisses me off that folks had to die for that. You know what I'm saying? So I would
Yeah.
never, especially in the state of New York, and when it has ties to it, don't bring that up. Talk about something in the 1800s. You know,
Yeah.
the 1700s, whatever, man. But don't nothing
There,
like this recent memory. You know, I don't like
there
that.
are
There are a million.
loads of examples of small
Right.
groups coming together and
Thank you.
achieving the impossible.
Thank
Like it's
you.
a bad impossible, but it was
Yeah.
something that no one thought was possible, and they did it.
Right. Or maybe do
And
or do your research and say something about how America got
mhm,
together and no and won some. First of all, who the hell leaked it out? Why are these people leaking out stuff now? That's what I'm mad about.
people are upset with Sean McDermott.
Why are
People
we
want him
leaking out
gone,
all this
and
crap
it's
all the
like
time, man? But I
uh,
can't.
I'm pretty sure there's a movie about a dog and a team coming together around a dog. Use that instead over playing sports instead of what
Yeah,
it
but
is.
I agree though. That was what he said didn't really bother me per se because I'm just that kind of guy. But like the fact that people
Yeah.
died from this situation, and the fact that like, bro, we're grown ass men. We don't care about that analogy. Say something else. Like,
Mhm.
find another way to get us hyped up, man. I don't know. That was like I'd have been sitting there like, is he really saying this? You know, should I fake like this is a good thing he's doing, y'all? Should we all fake it? Like, yeah, yeah. All right, now I don't know if I can fake it. Like, bro, what the hell
But
going on? You're right
yeah,
though.
so
That is a
what the first
what the
cake?
fuck? Like, in my
Just
mind, I'm never saying what the bleep. It ain't fudge cake.
yeah,
What the bleep is he talking about?
yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that's right, Janae Bob. And he had a turn left onto Albuquerque. Oh my goodness. We got Giants fan 56 said, "Hey USC, just popped in to hit that like button. Have a great stream, Linda, honey. Welcome to Educated Sports Talk. Always good to see you, love."
What
He said,
up?
"What's good?" He said, what are we talking about? 9/11. I gotta teach you some things, PJ. I don't know. I got the energy right now. Just know we'll talk about it later on. I know you live in this little peachy world. You only been born for 3 years, so you don't know what's going on. Uh, you know, I was in
I imagine
the
that conversation's over a strong drink.
yeah, right. When I tell the truth. Oh, she gonna really need to drink after that. I know the freaking truth, man. I know what happened, man. They ain't gonna fool me, bro. Hey, man, them buildings fell down a little different. All I'm saying. Them buildings fell down shady. Yeah, some
That's
below
it.
them. There's
That's it.
some supposed to tilt this way or tilt that way, not just go straight down. I'm just all right. I'm done, y'all. I'm done. I'm done.
That looks like we're gonna
I,
start
I'm,
making
I'm
edit.
done. I'm done. Them buildings fell out kind of weird, bro. Like somebody had some dynamite down there blowing it up. I'm just being someone was ready on cue on three. Press the button. I don't know, man.
Okay.
Hey, America, we are shady as hell. Hey, I love my country and I'm blessed to be a part of it, but our history says we are shady. AF. Even towards our own folks, man. All right, man. Let me start getting out of this before I hurt some people's feelings. All right, let's. How do you get mine? What the fuck? So we definitely don't have the same. What the fuck you game on?
Can I guess it?
You can't
We
get. You probably know what it is. It's
so
all.
what? Raiders and Vikings?
No. Those teams just
Ooh.
suck.
Yeah, but like no points until
Yeah,
2 minutes, less
I
than two
get it.
minutes
I
in the
get
game.
it. But that is a what the fuck game moment. But my biggest one happened last night. The Miami Dolphins.
Oh,
You're up
Dolphins.
27-13. First of all, I lost $100 on this. That's why I'm mad for real.
Oh.
I lost money off you fools, man. But anyways, I had a 7-game parlay. It was beautiful,
Seven
bro.
games.
It was everything hit. Everything hit. Everything was on the money. Let's go. I had no issues, no worry. I didn't sweat at all. And then when I was calling the Giants versus Packers game, I could see, it was 27-13. They just scored back to back. Oh, let's go. And so I lost 100. I bet 100 to win $256. So it'll turn from 100 to 356. Right? So I had a net of 256. So I'm like, yeah, this is, 256 in my pocket. Let's go. And then, that 27-13 turns into 21, but I'm still calling the Giants and
Yep.
Packers game. So I'm not, okay, 27-21, but it's still 2 minutes, 30 something seconds ago. And then I don't even know what the fudge cake happened that they go 3 and out. But 2 plays later, the Titans are at the goal line. That fast. What are we
Yeah.
doing? You're up by 14 points with less than 4 to go in the game, and you lose. And you
That's bad. That's
lose.
bad.
Matter of fact, when the Titans scored that touchdown in 2-point conversion, it was less than 3 to go in that game. But how the hell do you give those big old bombs? Mind you, the Titans had it from their own 31-yard line when it was 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Down by 14. They were down by 14, had the ball at their own 31-yard line, the Titans, and it was less than 4 minutes. And they won the game. If you're the Dolphins, and we've been clamoring about this team being really good, they just can't beat the other really good teams. This is the kind of game you cannot lose. You
The
cannot
Titans are
lose
good.
because you've got a tough schedule coming up. You got a tough ass schedule coming up as it is already. And to lose this game in that fashion, I understand Tyreek Hill was out. I don't care. You're up 14 points without Tyreek Hill with less than 4 to go in that game. You cannot lose that game. Matter of fact, the stats said the first team since 2016. Before that, teams were 0 and get this, 0 and 767.
Oh my goodness.
Not BSing. Down by 14 points or more with less than 4 to go. No one that came back. They said they said 14 points or more because the Saints came back down by 13 points against the Commanders a couple years ago in 2017. That's why they didn't count us. But they said 14 points or more.
Yeah. Hey,
0 and 767. Yo, what
it's
the
not bad.
fudge cake? If you're the
Yeah, that's
Dolphins,
true.
no one is now for sure going to take you serious. They're their first home loss of the year. They were banking on winning at home. Keep winning at home because if you win this game, guess what? They are tied for first place. They had first place. Matter of fact, they won that game. They would have been first place in the AFC. Now with that loss, you drop down a third or fourth. I don't know where they are now, but still, good luck.
The Miami, they're still second.
Oh, good for them. Good for them. Bombs. Good for them, man. They are lucky that the Chiefs are just not themselves right now.
And the Tennessee Titans are 15th.
Oh my God, right? Crazy. First of all, they won 5 games and they're 15th.
Yep.
It tells
The
you
only
how
team.
it tells you
Yeah,
how
the
crazy
only
the AFC is.
the only team lower than them who was eliminated.
Who is it? Hold on. There's one team that's worse than 5 wins in the AFC. I got to know this one. Hold on. Let's go AFC. Let's travel in the South. Who's that one team in the South that's bad? That's Tennessee. Never mind. All right, let's go. Oh my! Is it not the Chargers? Huh? The Chargers.
No. Chargers are 12th. 5 and 8.
Because they're 5 and 8 too. Okay, who's for? Hold on.
Do you want me to give you a record?
A record?
Their record. Do you want me to tell you what wins and losses they've got this year?
Are we talking AFC or overall NFL?
AFC,
Uh,
there is one team at 16. They have won 3 games and have lost 10.
hold on, man. Y'all don't sport in the chat, y'all. Let me get this. It's no one in the North. We know that. The AFC West. There's one more team in the West I'm missing. We got the Chiefs, we got the Broncos, we got the Chargers. What's the other team in the AFC? Oh, the Raiders. Raiders. No, not Raiders. No, not Raiders.
13th, 5 and 8.
Raiders are good. So we have the AFC. Oh, the New England Patriots.
New England Patriots. They got
Oh my
eliminated this
God!
week as
I
well.
forgot they are now they just got bounced out, so they are officially not
Mhm.
making the playoffs, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. With the third pick of the draft, the New England Patriots select a linebacker from freaking Division Two.
Hey, they've currently got the second pick, and
Yeah,
people
yeah,
say they're
they're
going to
going with a
take Drake
linebacker from
Mayer.
Division Two. That's Belichick's guy right there. I like that guy. Get him, get him. Oh no,
On news,
coach. We got Caleb Williams. We got this. No. I like that kid from Division Two, the linebacker. Yeah, get him. He'll
on
be he'll be great for our special teams. What?
on news about Bill Belichick. Apparently, according to I don't know how Don Kilvermanar
Okay.
is Robert Kraft has already decided to move on from Bill Belichick after the loss in Week 10 from the Colts. They are letting him finish the season, but at this point, his job is beyond saving, and they are just giving him the courtesy of finishing the season. Apparently,
I'll believe it when I see it. Until then, I think Bill Belichick is safe as head coach for sure. But hey, sometimes you got to move on for the new guard, man. Remember, have you ever watched? I know I said it before on this podcast before, but have you ever watched Any Given Sunday?
I have not yet. No, I need
Oh
to.
my God, you got to watch it, bro. Any Given Sunday, man. Al Pacino reminds me of Bill Belichick. Bill
Yeah.
Belichick is this old school mentality, and he had a great quarterback, and same thing, Al Pacino had a great quarterback too, but the same old school mentality. When you're a great quarterback, either gets hurt. In this movie, he got hurt. Uh, and in reality, for Bill Belichick, Brady's gone. We retired. Mind you,
Mhm.
the same guy that got hurt in this movie, he was also going to retire pretty soon as well. So, what I'm saying is, it is time to move on because you're not fitting in today's style. And that
No.
was Al Pacino's character in that movie. As a head coach, he wasn't fitting in that style. He was more of the 80s and 70s kind of play when guys were moving on to more shotgun. And, he was, you know, and then that's why it reminds me of that. Like, dog. But TJ, you got to watch that movie.
I do. I really
Any
do.
given Sunday, in my opinion, the greatest sports movie of all time, and that's my opinion. I know a lot of folks, but I don't like cheesy movies, man. A lot of these good sports movies are real cheesy. They're real cheesy. Hey, Any Given Sunday is that movie, dog. It ain't cheesy. It's dope. It gave you a real reality of like early 2000s NFL, although it was like made up name teams or made up league, but
Let's
still.
see. Okay, I can't stream it at all unless I pay for it in the UK, but I can get there.
I mean, but think about it. Dennis Quaid plays a quarterback. Jamie Foxx plays the backup quarterback. LL Cool J is the running back. Al Pacino head coach. Cameron Diaz, you know Cameron Diaz?
Yeah.
She's the owner. Because she took over because her dad passed away. Her dad passed away. He was the owner, so it goes to her. But everything is so realistic, man. Everything, like, they broke down the ownership, the GM, the head coach, the players. Like, it was dope.
Yeah. Oh, I need to watch it. I need to watch it.
I'm
I'll find a
telling you,
way.
it's so freaking good. Look, and I'm not knocking anyone's favorite movie at all. A lot of these guys like these little, Rudy and stuff like that. Man, it's corny, man. I want to see, it was just a corny movie, bro. I don't like no corny movies like that. Cheesy movies.
Cheesy.
They like that kind of stuff. Hey, man, Any Given Sunday is real. That's right. RC says Any Given Sunday was litty. It is, man. He says Draft Day dope. I never saw it. Draft Day is in between of
Yeah.
cheesy and realistic. It was not. I thought it was not realistic from a from a draft day perspective, it was not realistic at all with Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, because the Browns drafted well.
Yeah,
That's the most unbelievable.
they did. But I don't like the. Yeah, it was way too much personal stuff going on in there when it came out to drafting these particular players, and I was like, nah, it don't happen like that. I promise you that, not at all. Don't get it twisted. I mean, it was still a decent movie. I watched it, and I didn't like go ugh, none of that because I do that for a lot of movies. I'm a heavy movie critic, TJ. I will.
Yeah,
I will critique a movie like a mofo. I don't like cheesy movies, man. I just do not like cheesy movies at all.
fair
It
enough.
says I saw Any Given Sunday back when it came out at the movie theaters. Lowe's. I think I did too. Bro, hey, that's a good freaking movie, man. I don't care no more. That is my
1999 it came out.
it is my favorite. When it come out? 01?
1999.
1999. Okay, yeah. So it was dope, man. I loved it. I loved it. Anyways, all right, y'all. Let's. Oh, the program. Hey, the program is decent as well. I like the program. I do like the program. Um, I do like that, but it had a lot of you know, crazy moments. I won't get into that spoilers, but yeah, it has some weird like, whoa, okay, hold on, slow down kind of moments. Like, yo, all right. But yeah, I do like the program. The program's nice though. My boy, what's his name? Omar Epps was in there, right? Omar Epps, RC. All right, y'all. So those are what the fudge came on, man. Obviously, TJ's going with Sean McDermott's rah rah speech. America, America, and of course mine is the Dolphins just lost me a lot of money, y'all. So God dog it. What are y'all doing? All right, let's go with our week 15 picks now, y'all. Let's go with our week 15 picks. This is what everyone is excited for, ready to rock and roll, ladies and
Let's
gentlemen.
do this.
So let's start off with our
Oh,
Thursday night football,
we
and
both lost our locks. We
we
both went with Miami.
I lost another. God, that's why I lost. I put him in the lock. That's why I lost my
Miami.
money.
Come on, Miami. You let us down.
Yo, I'm so bad at these locks, bro. I am so. At least you got something to brag about, TJ. I can say right now I'm currently beating TJ by 3 games right now for our
Oh, if
picks
we
and
include our
predictions.
locks.
If we included our locks, oh my god, yeah, I'll be down big time. Oh no! So I'm at least winning in the total right now. I have a total of 121.87, and he has 118.90. And
Terrible.
PJ is of course undefeated, 208 wins, no losses. She said
Did the
never
coin?
never lost.
Do you remember what one it was the Chargers I flipped the coin on, and the
Yeah,
coin flip
and
screwed
the
me.
coin flip. The first one got you. The first one helped you
Yeah, they
out
got me.
because I think you had picked the Cardinals to win. I think that coin flip or something. One
I
of
don't know. I
that
can't
Cardinals
remember.
game, right? And the Cardinals wound up winning or something like that. But yeah, that coin flip really hurt you that one. I said the Broncos. I said it with definite voice in my, definite, whatever that
Yeah,
word is. I was just
you knew
definite
what you
about
were
it.
talking about.
Yeah, I was like the Broncos, and that was a big win though. I mean, I know I joke around about the Chargers, but that was a big win by Denver. Denver's really showing that they might be a team to reckon with for real. And Sean Payton, that's what coaching does for you. Sean Payton will change that team around, and he did it in house this year when things were looking bad. While he was there, he knew what buttons to push, and he pushed the right ones and got the right guys out of there. And look what we got now, man. So very happy for the Broncos, man. Very happy. All right, let's go with a game that we thought might be. It was already gonna be a snooze fest as it is, but now with Justin Herbert being gone,
Yeah, it's gonna
we'll
be
get our first
bad.
look at what's his name, Eric Stick or something like that, or something like that. He's
Ooh.
got a dope little name. The backup quarterback for the Chargers. But I'll let you go first, TJ. Chargers or Raiders, man? Who you got in this one? We'll go.
I'm
We'll
gonna
go
go
through these pretty
Raiders.
quick.
I'm gonna go Raiders. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
sorry.
I'm going
It's
Raiders as
just
well.
awful.
Yeah, going Raiders. Uh, I mean, they're the Raiders. I feel like they're the new Arizona team now. They're competing. You know,
Yeah, they're trying.
even
They are trying
they
everything.
lost 3-0, which could have been our what the fudge cake moment, right? They lost 3-0 to the Vikings in a very horribly played game on offense, but they still competed. Nonetheless they competed, and I don't see how they can lose this game to the backup quarterback now. Herbert was the reason why you had super faith in the Chargers from the get go, but now you lose Herbert. Yeah, I don't like what I'm seeing from this Chargers team. Give me the Raiders as well.
Yeah, not good. Yeah, Herbert was gave them hope, and without Herbert, well, game over.
Uh,
Something's gone wrong. Something's gone wrong this season to have this many starting QBs.
It's just it's something in the water, bro. And speaking of starting QBs, we have none in this game. We have a triple header, you guys, on Saturday. A triple header. The first game being played at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. The Vikings taking on the Bengals. I go first on this one. Give me Cincinnati. I'm loving what I'm seeing from this backup quarterback in Browning and at home against now a Viking squad that's done with our guy already. Dobbs is gone. They benched Dobbs
Yeah,
and they're going with Nick Mullins. They just announced today Nick Mullins will be the starter on Saturday. So Dobbs, and we had just spoke about him last week, and we were hoping that it wouldn't end like this, but they have cut ties with Joshua Dobbs. He'll be the backup quarterback now, and in comes Nick Mullins, who had a great couple years with the Niners, and now he's been the backup journey going on for him. But give me the Bengals, though. That defense, the defense. I'm going with the defense to rattle Nick Mullins, being at home. Both teams, it's a must-win. Both teams are, 7-6, I believe. Uh, uh, both teams are in the playoff race for sure for their prospective
Minnesota are
conference.
7-6, and I can just check it. Their Bengals are 76. Bengals are 10th in the AFC, and the Vikings are 6th. They're currently in the playoffs.
Currently in the playoffs, yeah. So both these teams are either in it right now or fighting for it. And this is a really good inter-conference matchup. Give me the Bengals on to win this one. I'm going with the home team. I'm loving their defense, and Trey Henderson's going to be all over Nick Mullins. And, of course, good news for Vikings fans. Justin Jefferson, although he was out last game with that back contusion, they're saying that he should be back for Saturday to play in that game
Oh, that's
against them.
good. That's good.
Yeah, but
Won't help them.
I'm going Bengals.
Yeah, it won't help them. I agree.
No.
Bengals are going to win this game. Browning is playing very, very well. I think they have found a solid backup for Joe Burrow. And yeah, like Mullins came in, but he didn't really do anything.
Yeah, didn't do nothing crazy. Yeah, you're right.
He took over from the astronaut, and barely got them into field goal range for the kick under 2 minutes left in the game. So Browning is showing that he can lead this team to an overtime victory against a good defense already. So yeah, since he's got this, and it's at home.
All right, our next game on Saturday, the mid-afternoon game, which is going to be played at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Time. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Both these teams also in the playoff running, right, or in the playoff race. This is somewhat of, I would call, an eliminator game. Who you got in this one, TJ?
I'm going to go with the Colts because obviously there's a bit of controversy around TJ Watt in the concussion protocol situation. So we're not sure who's going to play. Obviously, Pickett has already been ruled out, meaning we have Mitch Trubisky. And the Colts, hey, they've got a good defense, and Gardner Minshew is doing enough to win and is running it pretty smoothly. So, and it's at Indianapolis. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Colts to win this, and the Pittsburgh offense can't do nothing.
Bro, I'm going with Pittsburgh.
Ooh.
Every time, and Mike Tomlin has shown this throughout his career, every time the Steelers going a little low, 2-game losing streak, they look bad, yada, 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 hearing all that noise. Every time that happens, this game, they say, oh, well, Pittsburgh, they won't win this game because of X, Y, Z. Yeah, Watt is gone, or whatever. They find a way to win these kind of games. The reason why Tomlin has never been under 500 in his career, because he wins games like this. Give me Pittsburgh to win this game. I don't know. Look, Hart, I mean, it's going to be an ugly, because you got to make it ugly if you're Pittsburgh. Got to make it ugly. And yes, there might not be TJ Watt, but for some reason, I feel like they're going to come out there and win this game against the Colts. Give me the Steelers. So that way we have a split already, man. Because usually we go like the first 7-8 games.
Yeah.
Me and you go the first 6 or 7 games tied, and then we finally have our split. Now we're going game number 3.
Straight away. Wow.
Straight away. How about that? How about them apples, y'all? Let's go. All right, let's go with our next game on the docket. If my stream will let me do it, here we go. All right, the last game for Saturday night, y'all, and it's gonna be the best game. I would hope so. We have the Denver
Oh,
Broncos at the Detroit Lions. I'm gonna go first.
yeah,
Toss up right here.
yeah,
Give me the Broncos. Give
yeah.
me the
Come
Broncos.
on.
Give me the Broncos, man. I'm going. I've been saying I've been on the Broncos bandwagon for a while now. I'm loving what Sean Payton, and I wish he would never let come back, Coach. Come back, brother. I love you, man. Who that, baby? Who that? I'm going Denver. I love their moxie, their makeup right now. They know who the fudge cake they are. They're saying Russell Wilson, you ain't gotta be Seattle year 5, Wilson. Just be Russell Wilson that don't turn the ball over. Make plays with your legs and get us in great field position. And we'll
Mhm.
call it from there. And I'm loving what I'm seeing with this Broncos squad. The Lions, I'm not saying they're showing their true colors because they're a really good team. And Dan
Yeah.
Campbell has admitted that he needs to go ahead and stop being friends with the Lions players. He said, "I need to be more in their asses, and I can do that, right?" Because basically was saying I'm being too buddy buddy with these guys, and I gotta
Got
tell
ya.
yeah. So, but still, this is gonna be a first of all, it's a great lineup. I like the lineup. For this Saturday lineup, so I'm with that, and I think I will call this game for sure. Lions versus Vikings. I'm sorry, Broncos versus Lions. So um, I'm going to go Broncos though. I think Broncos it's not a must-win game, but they got so much momentum right now, and they feel so damn good
Mm.
about themselves. And the Lions are going on this little lull, and it's funny because who you picked last week to win, Detroit or Chicago?
Last week, I think I went
Oh,
Detroit.
you were Detroit, but on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident were you that Detroit would win that game? On a scale of 1 to 10.
I would have gone an 8. And hey, you chose Chicago and you called it. You
Oh,
got it right.
but here's my thing. I was like, I was an 8. That the Bears are going to win that game. You were 8 for the Lions. I was
Wow.
an 8. I had that much confidence. And the Bears suck, man. Let's be real.
Yeah,
Bears
they
ain't
did.
good. But I was so confident because they're playing the Lions squad that I'm not right. That they're a nice team, but they're not like an upper echelon team, right? Against the Cowboys, the Niners, the Eagles, and let's be honest, the Niners are the only upper echelon team so far. It feels like in the NFC because they've blown the brakes out of the Cowboys and the Eagles now. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
still, but still, but still though, like I for some reason I'm just not liking what I'm seeing, feeling from Detroit since that Packers lost on Thanksgiving. It just does not look the same. And but since that Lions win against Chicago a couple weeks ago. I didn't try. I didn't like that win. That was an ugly win. I was like, really? Are we doing that now? And then you lost to Green Bay, and a lot of stuff going on. So I'm gonna go with the Broncos. Who you got in this game, man? I know I've been talking a lot.
I agree. I think the Broncos. I think the Broncos have found what they are, and it might not be pretty. And again, it might give all Broncos fans heart attacks, but they know what they are, and they're going to keep with it. And Denver, Detroit, they've had bad games. They've had really bad games. I know they've lost weirdly to divisional opponents like Green Bay, like Chicago, but hey, they're still the third seed at 9-4, and that's not going to be taken away from them
Hmm.
anytime soon. But you got to win these games. So, but I reckon Denver's got this, and they should continue with their hey chance to go to the playoffs, which I wouldn't thought after the first couple of weeks. Wouldn't think that would be possible.
I tell you what, though, I can guarantee this will be a great game. I got a feeling
Yeah,
it's gonna be a really good game, down to the wire kind of game. And who doesn't want that in today's NFL, right?
no,
All
it's
right,
no good.
let's go to the Big Easy. The New York Giants 5-8 with Tommy the Vito. Chabella. That's my guy, man. Oh, DeVito, the New York Giants taking on Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints. I know, right? God, dog.
So much enthusiasm to the other team.
Yeah, man. It's like, nah, and then Derek Carr, right? I'll let you go first, man. Who you got in this game, Giants or the Saints?
I'm going to go with Danny DeVito, and I'm just going to keep calling him Danny DeVito.
You've been that man is what his name is Tommy. His name is Tommy, right?
Tommy DeVito. He has the
Tommy
same name as me.
DeVito.
I'm just going to steer into Danny DeVito because I find that more convenient for me. They've got such a hot streak, and they realise what they can use with Danny. So they're just going to keep going, and I'm sorry, your offense is horrible. It deserves to be burnt up in the dumpster. So I reckon they've got you there. So
I agree. I'm going New York too. I didn't know that Danny DeVito. Boy, I didn't know that Tommy had legs like that. The kid can move. Guess what? The Saints, we freaking suck against mobile quarterbacks. We just suck all year long. The last couple years, honestly, against mobile quarterbacks, and you know, I don't see how we can contain him. We're just a little bit older in the tooth these days, trying to contain these
Mhm.
young, fast quarterbacks. And of course, can we score? The Giants have so much confidence. I'm going New York to win this game to break our hearts. Because guess what? If the Saints win and Falcons and Buccaneers find ways to lose, Saints are first place in the NFC South.
Oh, that South is horrible. That
I'm
shouldn't
like,
be a thing.
do we really want to win this division? I mean, honestly, I do. As a competitor, I want to win a division. But
Of
man,
course, because once you've made it into the playoffs, anything
anything
can
can
happen.
happen, right? But damn, bro. I mean, really, anything can happen. You think anything can happen? Like, sometimes people say that and they kind of stretch it out, like anything can happen. I'm like,
Anything can happen.
maybe anything can happen. But not all things can happen. All right, yeah. So we're both going with the New York Giants, man. Shout out to Tom DeVito, aka Dan DeVito, man. He's just
Danny
been.
DeVito, yeah.
He
Hey,
has.
we can't say Puka Pokemon, so I've got
I
Danny
know,
DeVito.
man. Puka Puka, man. That's my guy, bro. All right, let's keep it moving now. Stay in the NFC. No, I lied. This is an interconference match. I apologize. We have. I'm like, oh, this interconference. Chicago. I was thinking of Eastern Conference in NBA, Chicago and Cleveland. Anyways, but we have the Chicago Bears taking on the Cleveland Browns. I'm going
Ooh,
first, right?
yeah.
Yeah, give me the Browns. Give me the Browns. Joe Flacco, first of all, but I've said it many times. I'll say it again. The Browns are just a different freaking team at home.
Yeah.
Their defense is just nasty. The Bears coming with not the best offense in the world, and boy, it might be a bad day for Justin Fields. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be nasty. It's Cleveland, and that defense with Miles Garrett just gonna eat. Give me the Browns, and the Browns, even without Deshaun Watson, even without DTR, even without PJ Walker, this is their fourth starting quarterback of the year, Joe Flacco. They might look better right now with Joe Flacco. And look, he just has a lively arm. This team's excited, man. They're winning. They won for the first time with Joe Flacco, and I like this Browns team to mollywop Chicago. Won't even be close, man. And all of a sudden now, Browns win. They could be, obviously ways to go against if you want to beat the Ravens, but you can look at a very tough wild card matchup, and no one wants to see the Cleveland Browns in the
No,
playoffs.
that's,
But then
that's it
again,
right now.
but then again, the Browns will be on the road, so maybe you do want to see them.
Yeah, that is fair. No, and I completely agree. They really have sort of, I don't want to say lucked out, but they've really benefited from how energized Joe Flacco is. And he made a couple of mistakes last game, but he's that veteran presence that they need, and he knows just to run the offense and don't make mistakes. And I think he had one INT
Mhm.
last game,
I think so.
but yeah, but he also threw like there's no tomorrow and shows that he is still a decent QB. Yes,
Right.
he's not the reason why the Ravens won the Super Bowl. Yeah, everyone talks about that. But he was a decent QB. He
Hey,
got
but
what needed to be
I'll tell
done.
you what though, he was the reason why they got to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
They got there because he made some plays. Not necessarily the actual Super Bowl, but the playoffs. He made some plays, man, to
He
win
did.
the
He did.
games. But yeah, he got that money and ran, huh, TJ?
Yeah, yeah. No, no.
Go
He
get the
did.
money and run, because he was not the same after getting paid.
No,
Good
he
God
was not.
Almighty, it was not the same. But yeah, we're both going Cleveland, and I like this Cleveland. I think Flacco just brings a veteran presence, right? And
Hmm.
he brings a, if a calmness, a still, like he knows the position, he knows how to read an offense, he knows where guys are supposed to be at. Will they be there all the time? We don't know, but they're supposed to be there. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Well,
I'm very excited for this Cleveland Brown squad. Now they gotta win. This is a must win. They gotta win that game now. You can't mess around and lose this game. You know.
ooh. If they win it as Joe, if they win the Super Bowl with Joe Flacco as QB,
Oh my God. Yeah, Deshaun Watson.
what do you do? What do you do?
I know the dude Deshaun Watson will still be the quarterback, but you have Flacco as your
Yeah.
backup. You do the whole Carson Wentz and what's his name? Nick
Stafford?
Foles.
Oh
Nick,
yeah,
the
yeah,
Nick
yeah.
Foles thing, like you got to choose Carson Wentz because that was your guy with the money. Maybe I don't know.
And then they both fell off a cliff. Nick Foles broke his collarbone, and
Yeah, you're right about
Carson Wentz forgot to play football.
that. That's true. All right, we have the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. Must win for the Falcons. Panthers are officially eliminated from the playoffs. They were like the first team like a couple weeks ago to do that.
Yeah,
Let's go. Who you got in this one? Falcons or the Panthers?
Atlanta. They should win this. Carolina, even with Bright gone, still doesn't look very capable. Um, even though they kind of kept it with you with the New Orleans Saints, but
Yeah.
I don't think they keep up with Atlanta. But I still think they should fire the head coach of Atlanta.
Mm.
He needs to be gone. Arthur Smith, I think that's his name.
Well, Atlanta has a chance also to be NFC South champions. One of those.
Oh,
If they do that, he'll have his job secure for at least another year. I know that. Uh, Give me the upset of the week. Do you know, TJ? I've only picked the Panthers to win one time this year,
they won.
and they beat the Texans when I picked them.
They did.
I had that strange feeling again. I'm
Ooh.
going Carolina over Atlanta. I'm going Carolina game-winning field goal too.
Could I ask you?
Yeah,
This is obviously a gut feeling, or is it just because you hate Atlanta that much? You don't
no,
want to see
no.
them to measure?
Because I pick the Falcons sometimes to win these games, but it is a gut feeling though. Trust me. Hey, I take off my UST hat. I'm just like, I hope
Yeah.
Carolina tears them up if it's Carlos Clayton. But this is UST. I really believe Carolina's going to win this game. I
Hey, fair.
really believe that Carolina's going to win this game. Look, just like I said against Houston, I don't know how. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they're going to win this game. I cannot. I don't know. Is it because of Bryce Young? Look, what I do know is the Panthers have a really good defense at home. I do know that. I do know that. I know that Atlanta offense is stunk. Not as bad as
Not
the
good.
Saints, but they do stink though. You know. So that's two things I do know. Panthers have a really good defense at home. Not as good as the Browns defense, obviously, but they can stop guys at home. And they've competed the last couple games now, so I'm going Carolina with upset over the Falcons.
Yeah, fair. Hey, who knows?
Who
Who
knows,
knows?
man?
Interdivisional. They are crazy.
And let's stick with the NFC South theme. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Green Bay Packers. I'll go first, and here's to the I can't stand the Buccaneers. I'm going the Buccaneers to win this game.
Yeah,
So I'm going, and I did say, I just had that feeling, man. The Buccaneers are going to win this division. I just think they're the most poised team out of these three teams. No, they have the most, I guess, poised quarterback in Baker Mayfield, right?
that doesn't seem right.
That doesn't sound right, right? Like Baker
That doesn't
Mayfield
sound
is
right.
he's the most poised quarterback out of the three with Ritter, Carr, and now Mayfield. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers to beat the Packers. And I'm not basing off the Packers losing just yesterday because I had the Buccaneers winning before the Packers game against the who they lost to yesterday. God dog it, brain fart.
The Packers lost to the Danny DeVito.
Yeah, the Giants. Excuse me. Thank you. Poof, that tells you how bad the Giants are. I just forgot that fast. I got Coleman Sports. Says, hey, y'all, what's up, Coleman? Peter said, what's up, Coleman? We got Kelly Gardner. Says, hey, guys. And PJ, what's up, KG?
What up? What up? What up?
What up? What up? What up? We're talking about Buccaneers and Packers. I'm going with the Buccaneers though to win this game. Honestly, um, cold weather game. It's gonna be tough, rough, tough. Those hits, they just it hit harder. In cold games, they feel worse.
They do.
I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers. I feel like the Buccaneers. No, it's a must-win for both teams now. Both teams right now. Buccaneers are the fourth seed. Um, currently the fourth seed. They're the current winners right now of the
Yep.
NFC South. Someone's got to get that though. And the Packers, I'm pretty sure with their loss, they're out the seventh seed. Maybe they're now what are they like eighth or ninth in the NFC?
But the Packers,
Yeah.
the
Are they still?
seventh. They're in the
They're,
playoffs.
they're still seventh. Okay.
Still seventh. They they've got the same record over as the Rams and the Seahawks, but I think they beat them both.
Hey, first of all,
So
hey, don't discredit New Orleans. They got the same record as New Orleans, right? 6 and 7.
they've got the same record as New Orleans,
Yeah, and
but
Atlanta
obviously
and Tampa Bay.
and Atlanta, but Atlanta has the tiebreaker over you.
So like
And
you're right about that. Okay, all right now, don't rub it in now. We were up 17-0 in that game, TJ, in the fourth freaking quarter, bro. Come
I remember
on,
you saying that.
man. It seems so long ago now, but that game now that changes the whole dynamic of the season. God,
Yeah.
dog. Anyways, but
Wait,
yeah,
hold on. So
what's up?
if the playoffs start today, the Eagles will be against the Buccaneers.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
yeah,
I'll take that.
yeah. I think you would. Yeah, I think you
Oh,
would.
funny.
But honestly, if you win that game, more than likely, so you're playing San Francisco week for the divisional round. Eagles at Niners. He said, "Can we get that second seed, please? Can we
Yeah,
get
I'll
that?
take the second
Let's
seed.
take the second seed. If we're gonna lose, let's
Well,
lose in a championship game.
that second seed would be
It's Dallas
it
right
would be
now.
the Packers. Yeah, no,
What?
if we got the second seed and the playoffs started,
Oh
it'd be the
yeah,
Packers.
yeah.
So
Right now, it'd be Packers.
I'll
Yeah,
take that.
currently, yeah, yep. Facts. You're right about that. So, yeah, who you got in this game,
Yeah.
TJ?
Oh, I think Tampa's going to win this. I feel like Baker Mayfield is playing well enough for them to win. He's not letting them down. He's not losing games.
Hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's back as their QB next year, even though this mock draft has them taking Michael Penix Jr.
I can see that though. I can see that.
20.
I can see that.
But I think they're going to find a way to win that division. And Green Bay's come off a bad loss due to their defense letting them down. Like they had the game, all they do is make a stop, and they just couldn't stop Danny DeVito. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, Tampa Bay's got this game.
All right, man. Well, Tampa Bay. We both agree with Tampa Bay. Let's go on to our next game now. These are our Sunday games, by the way. Let you guys
Yes.
know. We have the New York Jets now taking on the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins, fresh off of that
Ooh.
L, they took to the Titans. But this, you would think it should be an easy win. We just thought, 48 hours ago, we thought, man, Dolphins got just an easy schedule. Who you got in this game, TJ? Jets?
I still think Miami, even if the Jets' defense gives Tua a bit of problems, so we don't know about Tyreek Hill if he's going to play. I think Miami's defense is like Jalen Ramsey, their QB, right? At their corner, is going to make Zach Wilson's life awful, like absolutely awful. And I reckon that's what's going to cause it. I think their defense can make Wilson a bit more uncomfortable than New York's defense can make Tua uncomfortable. So and it's in Hard Rock Stadium. So yeah, I'm going to go with Miami to win.
No, I agree with you. I'm going Dolphins as well. I agree. Last time the two teams played, it was in New York, and Miami murdered them. There was that Friday night, Black Friday thing where they had. And they
Oh yeah,
that was
awful game.
God awful game. Yeah, but now no Tyreek Hill most likely, and that will change things up. But we've seen this Dolphins team over the last couple of years without Tyreek Hill for a game or two here and there, and they look good. I think Jalen Waddle steps up. Tua, look, it's not going to be an easy game though.
No, it's not.
It's not. Now, I think the Jets will make it very competitive. I think the Jets might even have a chance to win this game. But give me Miami in the close game just because they are the better team, the better quarterback. And like you said, it is in Miami. And let's go with it. Give me the Dolphins and win this game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we both agree Miami's going to win this game. All right, let's go to our next game on the docket.
So many 6 o'clock games.
Right,
Oh,
right.
sorry, 1 p.m. games.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There's a lot. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. Let's go with the Kansas City Chiefs versus New
Oh,
England Patriots. I'm gonna keep it real
oh, that's
simple.
unfair.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with KC. I think KC they mad. They mad AF right now. I'm not saying a huge blowout, but it's still a blowout. I got KC winning by 17 this game. I don't look. Give me, give me 27-10 Kansas City
Give
over
them
New
10
England.
points. Oh, no, they looked semi competent in the last game. They beat Steelers. No,
Yeah,
I agree.
but yeah, yeah, you're right
Uh,
about that.
I, KC's they're angry. Pat Mahomes is angry.
Uh,
They're gonna bully New England, and New England just lost the QB, which I think should be starting in Malik Cunningham. He's just been signed to the Ravens main squad. So yeah, the
ah,
Ravens picked up Malik Cunningham from the Patriots
wow!
practice
I
squads.
didn't know that.
Hmm. So they're literally they're down to Zappi and Jones as their QBs.
Oh, goody.
Fun times. Like Zappi had a hot start during the Steelers, and then they did nothing. They did nothing for half the game.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
what she chatted.
yeah. Peter said, yeah, they suck, man. They suck.
They
Let's not talk
suck.
about the Patriots.
Yeah.
You're right. The Patriots do suck. Hopefully that number 2 pick overall they get is gonna do some wonders, right?
What have they got? Who they got in this mock draft? They've got taking Drake Mayer.
Okay, the
Drake
quarterback
May?
from North Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah, North Carolina.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take that in a heartbeat. If I'm them, yeah.
He's just desperate for a QB. Get
I,
this. Come
I,
on, Saints.
yeah. Hey, I want Jaden Daniels. Give me Jaden Daniels, man. He can fall right into our freaking laps. No, we're not gonna do it though. We'll take a edge rusher like you said last week.
Yeah, this is what they've got. They've got you taking Dallas Turner, the edge rusher.
Dallas Turner. Come on, bro. Stop that. Stop that. Don't get it wrong. We do need some edge rushing, but man, look,
What's more important?
let's get the foundation first. Let's get the QB first, right? Come
Yeah.
on, man. All right, let's keep it down. That might have been this might be our last 1 o'clock window game right here.
Yeah, I think
The
so.
Houston Texans at the Tennessee Titans. And who you got in this game,
Your
brother?
turn.
Is my
Oh,
turn?
me.
I don't.
Yeah, I think it's your turn. We'll go with you.
Let's go with me. Let's go with me. Yeah, I'm going with the Titans. Um,
Yeah.
and it's crazy because even if Stroud plays or not plays, I'm still going Titans. I like Tennessee at home, albeit they lost their last home game that I picked them to win. But still, against this Texas team now that it's going to be without Nico Collins, their number one receiver.
Hmm.
That's a tough loss for the Texans. And of course, now Stroud may or may not play in this game. Give me Tennessee to win this game. Derrick Henry going off. Will Levis showed some poise, some moxie in that game yesterday, and that comeback of the ages against
Hmm.
Miami. And they have a chance to play spoilers once again and beat the Texans. Give me Tennessee.
No, I agree. Like Will Levis, obviously he's had up and down games, but he's also a rookie. But when he is playing, he's playing well, and he's showing like they made a good choice moving on from Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill will not be in the league next year. But Houston, like they're going to be out without CJ Stroud and concussion protocol. They've lost Tank Dell for the year. They've lost Mika Collins. Like they are losing key pieces,
Yeah.
and I reckon Tennessee is just going to run all over them. It's in Nashville, so yeah.
Hey,
One for Tennessee.
all these sorry ass quarterbacks. You think that Tannehill is not going to have a job?
Yeah, I don't believe it. He looked horrible. They replaced him with Will Levis in one game. He had more touchdowns than Tannehill had all year.
Bro, all these sorry quarterbacks in today's NFL, I'm pretty sure Tannehill going to find somebody.
If he does, then that team needs
The
to fire him
Browns
again.
called old Flacco to come and play, man. Like, it's gotten to that point we're getting Joe Flacco now to playing in 2023. I thought Flacco was done for his career. I thought he was like sitting
I
on.
thought so.
Here he is now, looking like one of the top 32 quarterback.
Honestly, Joe Flacco's better than Tannehill. I honestly
Yeah,
think
he
that.
probably is. He probably is. He probably is. Let's go with the next game on the docket now. We're going to San Francisco 49ers at the Arizona Cardinals. I'll let you go first, TJ.
San Fran. Easy.
Yeah. I'm going
No,
San
no
Fran too.
question.
And I feel like us saying that the Cardinals might win this game now. Nah, I'm playing.
Please, please,
He said,
please,
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 please. But
please,
yeah,
please, please.
I'm with you though. San Francisco, man. I just, it's they're gonna lose another game in this regular season somewhere, some way,
Do
somehow.
you really think so?
I think so. I think so. But it's tough. What I'm saying is, and this is including playoffs. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
that means my pick to win it all is the Niners now. I don't see a team. I don't see how the Niners lose a game for the rest of the year. I think they will, and for your sake, I'm hoping it's the playoffs. But I don't
The
see.
moment they're down at halftime, I don't see them winning a game. You need to have the lead at halftime,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
don't see the Niners coming back.
and I'm with you. I don't know how the hell I see the Cardinals getting mollywopped in this game. But still, how do you beat this fully? I mean, you gotta. I mean, it's tough to say it. I don't want to say it, but you gotta pray for injuries. Someone's got to get hurt, right?
Unfortunately, so
If they go in fully healthy, they've won every game this year fully healthy. Every game,
yeah,
every game
no,
fully
yeah,
healthy.
they have
That 3 game losing streak, Debo was nowhere there.
no, no Debo, no Trent Williams,
No trouble.
and
I'm telling you.
McCaffrey was injured.
Yeah, and we had that oblique injury. I got Dark Striker
Mhm.
says, "What's good? What's up, Dark Striker 628?" Okay, this is can't believe the Packers lost that game. Yeah, they lost, man.
Yeah,
They lost,
they
man.
lost.
It sucks. All right, let's go with the next game on the docket. We're both going with the Niners, by the way. Obvious choice. We have now the Washington Commanders at the Los Angeles Rams. I'll go first. I'm going Rams to win this game. Um, although I'm as a Saints fan, I'm praying the Commanders win this game. No, for the Saints to win, the Rams to kind of lose to get us over them. But still, give me the Rams to win this game. I just love how they're playing. They battled against Baltimore, and honestly, should have won
I
that
thought they
game.
should have won.
Should have
Yeah, I
won that
thought they
game.
should have won.
Should have won that game. Yeah, they played Ravens tough, man, and I'm just not a big believer in Baltimore. That's another story here and there. We'll talk about them in
Ooh.
a minute. But give me the Rams to win this game. Their offense clicking, Puka and Cooper. I mean, Puka.
And their tight end, their rookie
And
tight
and
end. That's
he's been ball. I mean, they're finding a way to gel. And if only they can get their secondary together. That's been their Achilles heel. Their secondary has
It would
been.
be helpful if they had a player, what's he called? Jalen Ramsey, which I
Yeah,
believe they had
right. But
for most of the
we're the
offseason.
Rams. We spent all our money on one Super Bowl, so yeah, here we go. But hell, they'll take it. I'll take it too. I'll win a Super Bowl to have 9 years of not doing much. Give me one Super Bowl. I'll take a
Yeah.
decade of nothing for one Super Bowl.
Well, you kind of have.
What up?
You have kind of taken one Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It was nothing.
Man, but damn, it's been all right now. It's been 14 years. It's been a decade and a half.
Oh, yeah, you won in '09,
One in
not
'09.
2010.
Yeah,
That's
brother.
true.
It's been a decade and a half now. I want
That's
look.
true. That's true.
And it's funny because back in we won, I was like, "Y'all, I'm good with my one. We ain't gotta get nothing else no more. Me being stupid, right? We don't need. I don't care about another one. We got our one now, man. Please." About 2 years later, I was like, "Yo, I want another one. What was I thinking?" And I ain't seen one since, TJ. God dog it.
Oh, no.
I was on cloud nine in '09, baby. Cloud nine, baby. Oh,
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, you should have won one back
oh,
in 2019.
yeah. I mean, with the whole call about yeah,
The
Lord.
infamous call.
Now we had our best team was 2011.
Really?
We lost to the Niners. Remember, lost to San Francisco.
Oh,
That was our best team. That was our best team ever.
wow.
We were better that year than '09. Promise you we
Okay.
were. And we lost that game by 3 points to the Niners. That shootout in San Francisco. And
Yeah.
oh my God, just talk about just a freaking appointment. And that same Niners team got their ass mollywopped by the Giants. Come on, bro.
Yeah, this is.
Come on, bro. The
This is.
Giants, man. Come on, man.
Hey, but the Giants went on
They won a
to
Super Bowl.
beat.
I get it, man. I get
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
they vanished the evil in this land, which was Tom Brady and the Patriots.
I was happy for that, though. I was very happy for that.
Everyone,
I was
I think, was.
I was happy about that. But yeah, so give me the Rams winners. Who you got in this game, brother?
I think the Rams are going to beat Washington pretty simply. I think Washington has given up at this point. They're seeing if Hal's the guy, but they all know Ron's not going to be there next year. And hey, there was that story coming out in this offseason that Stafford isn't connecting to the young guys. He can't seem to gel with them. And then what happens? We've got Puka Pokemon going off and their tight end going off, both rookies. So that shows you how much in the off season is absolute
Yeah. But
collywobble.
that story was told by his wife, I think. So it was kind of out of proportion. It took it out of proportion. Like his wife, it was an in home conversation. Like,
Yeah,
all he was saying was, I can't connect to them on an outside football level. Right?
yeah.
They go to clubs. I'm 37 years old. I don't do clubs. They're
I
all
would love to see that
yeah.
Matt Stafford hitting the dance floor.
Right. Do the water sprinkler.
Yeah, do that, and then just immediately throw out his back and go,
Yeah,
oh.
oh my bad. Season's over with. You rascals got me out here dancing.
Funny.
All right, hey, we could have our matchup of the week, y'all. The Dallas
Ooh.
Cowboys at the Buffalo Bills. All right, now you go first, TJ. Who you got in
I'm
this
gonna
game?
go with Buffalo.
Mm.
I feel like, hey, this Dallas team has shown if their defense can't shut down their offense, they struggle to recover, and that's proven in both of their losses. And I think Buffalo has been firing on all cylinders. They won against Kansas City. They've always had a weakness to Kansas City, and they won. They won, and hey, good. Like it was close most of the game, no scoring, and they blew off.
Mhm.
I think Buffalo's offense will be able just to keep ahead of Dallas's offense. It's in Buffalo, and I beg the Josh Allen to beat these Cowboys. Hey, Haley Steinfeld, I know you're dating Josh Allen. Do what you need to do, but like Josh Allen, put the team on your back and show what you've earned all that money and to be on the Madden. Come on.
Right.
So yeah,
And yeah, I agree. I'm going Buffalo as
yeah.
well. I'm going Buffalo as well, and here's why. One, Dallas don't like getting punched back.
No, they do not.
And so everyone's like, "Oh, what a win against Seattle, right? They won 41-35, whatever." I was like,
No,
"Bro,
that
that
was a bad.
defense,
That was
that vaunted defense got mollywopped by Seattle, right? And that was at home. And when was the last time the Cowboys have played, you know, a really bad weather game? They about to find out. Buffalo is not going to be just 60 degrees and it's gonna feel good outside.
inside, lovely.
No. Buffalo at home, man. You're looking at about 30 something degree weather, man. Wind going crazy. Dak Prescott, he's looked good in the comforts of the stadium and in nice weather games, whatever. But this one, look, I'll tell you what, I guarantee if the Cowboys win this game and Dak Prescott has a great game, he's winning MVP. He's winning
No, fair. That's
MVP.
fair.
I
That's fair.
guarantee you that.
As long as it's just win the MVP and not Super Bowl MVP. I
Right,
can
right,
accept
right,
that.
right, 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 right. Facts of that. Give me Buffalo though. They're at home. They're just as desperate. And Dallas, every now and then, when they face an interconference team, once or twice a year against an interconference team, they get mollywopped. But it's almost like it doesn't matter to us. We get mollywopped by this one interconference thing. I think it was last year was the Colts. I think they got them, or 2 years ago was the Colts. That really killed them in a game. But give me Buffalo. Josh Allen. This is a must win. This is
Yeah,
a
no, I agree.
must win for Buffalo. Dallas, not the same kind of urgency in my opinion. On the road, cold weather.
They
Josh Allen's got
they
to
got
have
their
this.
victory over the Eagles last
Yeah,
week, and
right.
it really meant that. I just realised I've got to spend 4 hours in Fort Worth, Dallas, in February. If the boys are in the Super Bowl, that airport is going to be unbearable. If they win the Super Bowl,
Going
that
back
airport
home,
under the Super Bowl, I might not make it.
you might not, brother. You might not, man. Hey, man, look, we in the same boat because all my kinfolk, all my family members, man, they all Cowboy fans. I'm
Too
a hate it.
close to Texas.
I'm a hate it. See, when they won, I was like 7 years old. I didn't give a damn. Now I'm a grown ass man, and I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it, man. So we'll see though. But yeah, we're both going with Buffalo to win this game. I just think Buffalo, out of their sheer desperate, they're out of the sheer being desperate is going to win this game.
They're scrappy. They're
Yeah,
scrappy,
yeah,
and they've lost 3 games they should have won
yes, yes.
this year.
Um,
So,
so we'll find out. This is a big test for Dallas and Buffalo as well.
yeah,
All right, let's go with Sunday night football. Y'all, we're almost done. Baltimore Ravens at the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going to go first, man.
yeah, yeah.
Jaguars.
Ooh,
I'm going to upset. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars to win this game. Uh, I'm telling y'all, I don't like this Ravens team. I love their defense. I don't like their offense. And when I say offense, I don't like Lamar Jackson. And
really?
he's my guy. I know. But as far
Okay.
as can he take that next step to win games, to win playoff games and Super Bowls? I don't see that. You know, he's nice in the regular season, and even right now he's okay. But when was the last time Lamar had like this just dumb, like a consistent 2 or 3 game stretch of just being dominant? It
Ooh,
has not happened in a couple of years. He'll have this one game of being dominant, 300 something yards passing and 60 rushing yards, and then he'll go 3 straight games just like ho humming it,
yeah.
right?
There's not been that consistent. They've
Nah,
not
nah.
blown out
I'm going
someone.
with the Jaguars. I feel like Trevor Lawrence is going to have a nice game against that Ravens defense. I feel like Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne are going to go off in this game and make it very competitive. I still think a very competitive game. Won't be a
Yeah,
blowout at all. But give me the Jaguars, their young defense, getting after Lamar Jackson. And look, it's going to be on Lamar Jackson if he can be turnover free and have the right reads and run the ball sometimes. I think he's a lot hesitant to run the ball these days, man. Run the damn ball, Lamar. Do that, bro. You be all right. But right now, give me the Jaguars to win this game to upset.
no, I agree. Like Baltimore has looked very shaky. Their receivers dropping passes from Lamar. Even when Lamar has that great game, his receivers let him down.
Mhm.
This is also another week removed from the high ankle sprain, and even though they lost to the Browns with that, and Browns have a great defense, Jacksonville was still in it. It was down by 3. Like they could have won the game. It's going to be a close game, but I also think Jacksonville will be able to come away with the win, and it's in Jacksonville. And if it's anything like the London games, that's a hard environment to play in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right about that. And it's cool to see the Jaguars on national TV once again. That's like 2 out of the last 4 weeks they'll be on national TV. Hopefully,
Yeah,
they can stay healthy this time.
yeah.
And we'll find out. All right, we got the Philadelphia Eagles at the
Ooh,
Seattle Seahawks. It's TJ's Eagles for Monday Night Football. This game was like the only game so far to be flexed into.
it
Uh,
was.
you know, uh, so it's flex, y'all. Eagles at the Seahawks. Going to be a tough atmosphere for Philadelphia. Seattle, they're on a bad losing streak themselves with 3 games in a row they lost now, maybe 4 games in a row, I think.
Can tell you in a second. They have lost. Oh, that's the preseason.
About
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 games in a row they lost. See, yeesh. What will happen in this game? Who you got, TJ?
So here's the thing: if Gino plays, Seattle's going to win. If Drew Lock plays, I still see Seattle winning.
Hmm.
I think Eagles are just too in their heads right now. They know they're the better team. They know they've got the talent. It's just not meshing. It's not meshed all year. Their offense completely let them down. And I know you've got Jalen, and I like Jalen. He hates losing more than he hates winning. But they need to get out their own way, and I don't think they will. I don't think they will. I think it's in Seattle. It's a hard environment to play. And I feel like it's going to be another. We're going to get going and can't do anything in the red zone or score field goals whilst DK Metcalf or Tyler Lockett burns our Asian corners and scores. So I'm going to go with Seattle to win.
I'm gonna go with Philadelphia. I got
Ooh, I
a
hope not.
yeah, very very close game. You're right though. It won't be an easy game at all, and look, it has been that way for Philadelphia all year. I think they get off the schneid though. Look, San Francisco, we know about that team.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas and that rivalry, we know about that. All right, now they're facing the Seattle team that's on a 4 game losing streak, who may or may not have like you have Drew Lock or you have a semi injured Geno Smith. And the last time I said that about that I think the Niners mollywopped the Seahawks when I said that. But the Philadelphia, I, I think they'll find their fitting in this game and get back on track. This isn't the Cowboys or the Niners. Cowboys rivalry. Niners is a really damn good team. Seattle at home is gonna be tough. I know it's gonna be tough, and but I think Philadelphia will rise up and get this dub.
Hey, I
Jalen
hope.
Hurts. I look for this running attack. I look for the running attack for Philadelphia to really get going in this game. I think Swift, that's guy. I think Swift is going to have a monster game against Seattle.
Fingers crossed.
Yes, sir.
Honestly,
So
fingers crossed.
my brother from the same mother says, "De Serrano on the rocks is fire, man. Bring some over here, bro. What you waiting on, man? Bring some over here."
Gonna get your set on, are you?
Let's go, man. But yeah, so shout out to everyone in the chat for showing love, man. All right, what is your lock, by the way, TJ?
I'm gonna go with a risky one. I'm gonna go Tennessee.
All right,
Hopefully that
Tennessee.
doesn't screw me because Tennessee has, Tennessee. They've screwed me multiple times this year already when I pick them, and hopefully they don't screw my lock up. What about yourself?
I gotta ask the question I always ask, man. Who I got left?
Who you got? Who you got? Okay,
Who I got
let's go
left?
from
Shit.
the beginning.
Who I got left, man?
So you chose Denver, you chose Buffalo, you chose Seattle, and then Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Rams, New Orleans, Dallas, New England. Oh, Tampa Bay, Houston,
Oh my God.
Minnesota, Jacksonville, and then Miami.
Have I chose the Raiders yet? Las Vegas.
No. You gonna go Vegas?
Give me Vegas over the Chargers. Give me the Raiders over the Chargers.
Interesting.
We'll find out on Thursday. Like I'm choking myself already. Choking already, man. Damn.
Funny.
Yeah, give me the Raiders, man, to beat the Chargers. Come on, Raiders, don't let me down, man.
It's very interesting.
All right.
Oh,
So
that's gonna be good. That's
So,
gonna
hold
be
on.
really good.
you said you're going with Tennessee
I'm gonna go Tennessee.
over over Houston. Okay,
Yeah, Houston.
yeah. All right, and I'm gonna go with the Raiders. All right, cool. All right, we'll find out, man. So those were our picks, y'all. Let us know in the comment section after we're done where we went right, where we went wrong, who you guys got, man. Let's get it. So now we have our closing messages. It's time to wrap things up, ladies and gentlemen. Any
So-
thing you got to talk about, TJ?
It's alright. I've got two. If that's
Go
all right.
ahead, man. Do your thing. Yeah, do your thing.
So from
Show, man.
So obviously, follow the international games and all news about that. So the NFL owners are set to approve on this offseason, requiring all 32 teams to play at least one international home game outside the US every 4 years. They are also there to see if they will at least double the current 5 games international to 10 and potentially even add more onto that. So awesome. Hopefully I'm
Yes.
able to then see my team each year, which is great. I always love expansion in the NFL, become more international, make it thing. And my last one is, and you know about this, Chipotle. What is that? I traveled 2.5
Chipotle
hours.
sucks.
I traveled 2.5 hours to Watford, and Watford's not a nice area. But I had Chipotle. The adverts worked for me. They persuaded me to try Chipotle, and it was £14, which is about $20
Oh
for
Lord.
one burrito
Oh
and
Lord.
some unseasoned tortilla chips.
Oh Lord.
It was crap. I'm sorry, it was awful, and it was just sad. It ruined me, especially since there was a Five Guys right next door. I don't want to spend 15 quid on an awful burrito. It's like,
No, you could. Hey, we all have those.
I'd rather spend it in a good place in Five Guys. Chipotle. I'm now using Chipotle as a word just to describe awful. That's how much it has impacted
It
my
was
life.
so totally Chipotle.
My friend was fuming. I was back. Chipotle sucks, man. Like, don't go to Chipotle.
Hey,
Yeah.
TJ, we got a question from Infinity before we went to Chipotle. It
Oh, so,
says, do y'all have any surprise playoff teams that y'all think can squeak in?
ooh, let's have a look, shall we?
Uh,
Mm,
I'm my surprise team that can squeak in. I'm oh Lord, it's got to be from the NFC. Then I'm going Rams.
Go
I'm
Rams.
going. I think the Los Angeles Rams can find a way to
They're the
squeak in.
they're the eighth they're the eighth seed.
Yeah.
They're one game behind.
I
Obviously,
mean,
they're all 6 and 7, but Packers
I
has the
mean, the
tie.
way they started, man, the first 6 games of the year, I was like, yeah, ain't no way hell the Rams getting here. But their offense has looked incredible the last 4 or 5 weeks now.
Mhm.
They're scoring a lot of points, and the NFC is the little brother to the AFC. So I mean, anyone can
Mhm.
get in, honestly. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Los Angeles Rams. Thanks for the question, Infinity. If you guys got any
Thank you.
questions, man, ask them right now. There's the time. We are here for that.
I'm going to go with the Giants. They are one game behind all of the other teams at just 6 and 7,
Ooh.
and I think they're going to be able to squeeze out enough wins to sneak in as the 7th seed.
Okay, well they gotta beat New Orleans, which is probably likely they can do that. But then they face
Yeah,
you guys twice.
they do face us twice, but
Because I think one loss, give them 9 losses. I mean, I can't
hey,
see
they face us twice. I see them winning one of those games. That means they've got to win at least. They've got to win 3 of their next 4.
an 8-9
Um,
team, and so you think 8-9 is getting the 7th seed?
hey, the 7th seed,
Hey,
the
I mean,
6th seed is 7-6. Then all 7 to 10 are all 6 and 7.
that's true. That's true.
So
That's true. Eagles. I mean, the Giants got to get hot then, man. They got to like win almost every game, then pretty
sorry,
much.
7 to 11 are all 6 and 7, and then the Minnesota Vikings are sitting there with 7 and 6 at the 6th seed,
Okay.
and the Giants are 5 and 8. So like, if they
Yeah.
win this
Yeah.
week, and so
Okay.
yeah, I can see them squeaking in barely, but
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously
ugh.
better. Yeah. Because he's going Giants. I'm going Rams. I think the Rams can sneak in. He think the Giants can sneak in. All right.
Mhm.
Uh, but yeah, back to Chipotle for a second, man. Yeah, I
Oh,
had it one time. We were going to a Pelicans game. It was me, my partner Ashley. It's a guy named Ashley, and my partner Jay Nev. And we were driving, and Ashley has this thing about Chipotle. He got his big old deep voice. Thank God with a girl name, you gotta have a deep voice. So yeah, he was like, "Hey man, I'm thinking about getting some Chipotle, man. Y'all want some?" And I was like, "I never had none." Oh man, hey, it's good, bro. We need to try. Let's pull over. I say, "Cool, let's pull over. Let's eat." Man, TJ, I get that, bro. That was such trash.
yeah.
Trash. I was like, bro, never again, dog. I ain't doing this ever again, man. You ain't like it, man? No, I ain't like it. It was trash. Hell nah, it was trash, man. And now I gotta go pay money at the New Orleans Pelicans game and eat. I had some jambalaya over there.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I was like,
no,
hell nah, man. So I agree with you.
it was just awful, and I've never seen the hatred spread so quickly because it spread through my friendship group, and obviously I contacted you asking how
Uh,
was it, and obviously then we had that rant,
we
and
had
it
that.
was
Yep,
like
we had that. Yep.
it was just awful. It was dry and wet and soggy and nasty, and there's only like 4 or 5 in the UK. Like the closest one is in Watford, which is about 2 hour drive, and it's just
First of all, I would never drive 2 hours just for a damn restaurant. I got to have something around that, and the restaurant be an extra thing. I got to go for a game or a concert or something. I ain't driving nowhere for no damn restaurant. They can kiss all
I
my restaurant
I had
ass.
free time. I fancied a burrito, and Taco Bell's burritos weren't going to cut it. I wanted because the adverts always like it's fresh ingredients. It's all that. It's
It's
nice sized burritos, and I was like, yeah, but this is all the adverts. It
hey,
worked for me, and it hurts that it
this
worked.
how I feel, TJ. If I don't see a roach in your kitchen, I don't want the food. I don't want the food. Tell me what food tastes good when the kitchen that damn clean. Oh nah, you ain't got at least
I
one.
see a
You ain't
roach.
got one bug in there. Like no, you ain't got one roach in there. Nothing. Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. I don't want the food. The food ain't good then. The food is not good then. Damn it. It is not good. If I don't see a damn roach in there, it ain't good. All right,
Fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
got real fan forces. Have you seen that the Patriots have came out and stated that they're partnering with Bill Belichick? Yeah, we talked about that earlier. TJ brought it up about an hour ago. Yeah, there's words that Belichick is going to be gone. But
Jeez.
I said I won't believe it until I see it for real, until I hear it for real. Like it's gotta be like breaking news, ESPN, da 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 da.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Schefter.
if I don't, yeah, Adam Schefter, yeah, yeah, yeah. My sources tell me that they're gonna part ways with Bill Belichick. Yeah, yeah. If I don't hear all that, I ain't gonna trust it, man. So, but it's very,
Um,
very interesting.
do you see him coaching Bill Belichick? Does
No,
he coach again?
no, no, no,
You
no,
don't
no,
think
no,
so?
no, 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 no.
What is he? 70 years old, isn't he?
Nah, nah. Because one, he's not going to be a DC anywhere. No, he's going somewhere to be a head coach. But my thing is his
Yeah.
philosophy. And mind you, it is Bill Belichick. If he can't be head coach and GM, I don't think he want it. I don't think he
He's
want it.
71 years old.
And 71
Like,
years old. So yeah,
he's up there.
I don't. If the GM spot can't come with the head coach, I don't think he wants it. Because
Oh, he's not a good GM though.
he's earned that rapport or respect to be GM slash head coach, no matter how bad it looked the last couple of years. So he's got that title, that self respect that people have and love for him. I think I'm like, dude, without Tom Brady, you sucked all your life. So that's just how
He
I feel.
has done it for 23
That's
years
how
and
I
has won
feel. They're like, dude,
six
you sucked.
rings. And,
You sucked every year you ain't had Tom Brady, bro. I
Mhm.
lied. I lied. I lied. That year that Brady um when he broke his leg or something towards ACL. They
Towards
did go
ACL.
they did go 11-5 Matt Castle and still did not make the playoffs, which is crazy. I mean
And
that
when Brady was forced to have his holiday at the beginning of the season, um, they went very well with Jimmy G.
that's true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they had a moment with what was I thinking of? They made the playoffs with Mac Jones a couple years ago.
They did, and then they got
His rookie
their
year. nine
yeah,
they
and
went
they got
nine
the
they
face
went 9 and
punched
7.
in. Yeah, and then they
So
got the face punched in by the Bills.
yeah, but so I think if anything, GM Belichick has really hurt the Patriots. Head coach
Yeah,
Belichick is
no,
still fine, but I'm saying he can't coach
yeah,
anywhere else. I think he's gonna want that GM title with the head coach, and I think that no one's seen his
that's
track
too
record.
greedy.
They're not gonna give it to him. So if I'm Bill, man, look, man, retire, bro. Man, hang out with the wifey. If you got a wife, I
Yeah,
don't know if you got a
because
wife or
if
not, but
you if you continue, no, I think they got divorced. I think she cheated on him. Um,
oh,
uh,
well, if he's the same way in bed he is in real life, Dole, then yeah, she probably did.
um, I think if he does coach for another team, he's just going to hurt his legacy. And I was thinking that about Wilson, like him going to the Broncos is just hurting his legacy a lot more than it's helping. But they've turned it
They
around,
turned it
so who
around, yeah,
knows?
yeah, they turned it around so far,
But
so we'll see.
but his resume consists of him being a GM since the year 2000, so 23 years of being a GM, and he was got 6 rings out of that and was always a contention. I know a lot of that could be Brady and obviously the Brady law of players, but his resume does consist of 20, at least 20 years of strong success. So I
Hey
can see a
man,
team like Washington
hey,
going for it.
it's called the NFL, and it's one is like not for long. Two, basically, aka what have you done for me lately? That track record. You know,
True.
I understand Bill is that guy who has that rapport, who brings that kind of respect that you need to have. But I'm sorry, if I'm a GM, if I'm a owner, I don't want that dog. You gotta watch. Oh, here's my time to wrap it up. Here's my closing messages. TJ, watch any given Sunday,
Yeah,
and
I will.
watch it. You're gonna understand what I tell you about all those things going on, and you're gonna like that's nope. Al Pacino is basically Bill Belichick, but in an Al Pacino way.
Oh,
So basically like you feel the downfall of his method of playing compared to today's NFL. It's different now, and you gotta have players that match that. You can't keep the same ingredients of drafting players. Like dog, the Patriots, they just the Patriot way. That's what their motto is, the Patriot way. But dog, the Patriot way only works so well when you had Tom Brady. If you got regular folks that's not Tom Brady, the Patriot way is not gonna work. Or not.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Um, did you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
I watched the first season of it.
Well, unfortunately, Captain Holt has just passed away. The actor.
Oh, the black dude.
Yeah, age 61.
No.
Age 61. Just
What?
died. Yeah. Breaking news.
God, dog it, man. I
All
like him
right.
as an actor too, man.
I loved him as well. He was great in it. And yeah.
Damn. Damn. Sucks to hear about that. Jeanette Robinson's NBC dropped Al Michaels from playoff coverage this year. Good.
They did. They
Al
did.
Michaels, yeah, that's good. Good.
He's
Al
not had
Michaels.
interested in football for the last 3
Bruh, Al
years.
Michaels, first of all, I mean, I feel bad because he calls Thursday night games. They suck. But
Yeah.
still, bro, the game he called the Jaguars and the Chargers last year, right? That was an epic comeback by the Jaguars. He was uninterested in that game.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, get him out of there. Get his old ass out of there. Get his old
Yeah.
ass out of there. He's
Hey,
sitting there making $10 million a year.
if
Talking
you've
like
watched
that.
hundreds and hundreds of games and most of them are boring,
Boring.
it's going to wear on you.
Yeah. I'm good. Glad he's gone. You know, I like Al Michaels back in the day, Al Michaels, man. But now today's Al Michaels, nah, he ain't cutting it for me. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Real fan sports questions. Does Travis or Jason Kelsey retire after this year's? Yeah, Jason Kelsey. I'm going Jason. I think Travis comes back.
No, I think they're both done. I
Boy,
honestly do.
I'm
Like,
go ahead.
yeah, Jason, I think he's unfortunately, if we'd won the Super Bowl last year, he would have gone. And unfortunately, I think he shouldn't have returned. He's just this. You can tell his mind's not fully in it. And Travis, he's already speaking like his injuries have taken their toll, and he's obviously got his media life and breaking news with the sports interest dash media. Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift has moved in with each other, and potentially on her birthday, I think this week or next week, he's got something special planned, potentially involving a certain ring, which is crazy. They weren't dating since September.
Hey man,
Quickest engagement of all time.
Secure the bag, Travis. Secure it.
So
the bag.
I'm not gonna lie, he's got 2 rings. He's already down as the best greatest tight end of all time. He's already got the most touchdowns, passing yards of the Kansas City Chiefs. He's passed Tony Gonzalez on that. He's got nothing else to prove. His body is aching. He's in pain. He's lost a step. I see him retiring and just.
I see this year he's gonna have his off season where he gets to relax. Nice, like they won the Super Bowl this year, so he was the main darling. He did a lot of media, Saturday Night Live. We know about all that. A lot of commercials. You know, I think this year, whether they win it or not, I think he's going to relax. Now, I tell you what. Okay, I tell you what though. If the Chiefs do win it all this year, I see Travis retire.
Yeah.
I see that. If they don't win it though, he's coming back next year.
You really think so? Yeah.
I think not.
Yeah.
Jason's done. Jason's done.
Jason's definitely done.
He's been talking about this the last 3 or 4 years now about retiring.
Oh, it's just a drama.
Yeah. And finally, I think he's like, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna retire. He's got a Super Bowl already, so I mean,
Jason.
It's not like he's gone ringless, so he's got one.
No, yeah, Jason's got a ring. People are calling him the greatest center of all time, and the last 2 years he's been setting up a career after the NFL. His media career. He's going to end up in a booth somewhere.
No doubt.
Easily. He's got his podcast.
You know, his podcast is hot. New Heights is hot, man. So
yeah, which sucks because I'd love to see him still in Philadelphia as either in the office or I think Coach Stat, the coach who teaches O-line, when he eventually retires, I see Jason stepping in.
Okay.
But man, I do love Jason Kelsey, but he's gone. He's gone. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, we're done, man. We had a great show today. Guess what? No interruptions. No.
No. What have you done? You've cursed.
No, I know. Right. Next stream is like 1,000 of them. Oh. All right. Any last words, PJ? She said, thank y'all for hitting that like button, y'all. Share the stream and love you, TJ. Y'all keep it grinding. Okay, I don't know what
But
that means, but I
you
appreciate
too,
it, man.
PJ.
PJ, thank you for that. Yeah, so you guys are awesome, man. We're gonna call it a night, man. I'm gonna be off on tomorrow. I'm coming back Thursday night. I'm probably not going to do Thursday night football. Probably more basketball.
Don't blame you.
Yeah, Raiders and Chargers. I no thank you. Um, so probably doing basketball instead. But yeah, we'll come back here for next Tuesday again for episode 19. Almost at that 20, right?
My
Almost at
goodness.
20
We've had a
episodes.
whole season,
I'm
NFL
telling you,
season.
the whole NFL season is crazy, man. So, you know, we're gonna do that week episode 19 next week. Y'all will have our week 15 reactions and then of course our week 16 picks and predictions, y'all. So stay tuned and hit that like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are brand new. If you're watching this via replay, hit that subscribe button for your boy, man. We're out of here, man. For the homegirl PJ. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton. That's the big homie TJ Tracy. Y'all know me as TJ Tracy 2378. All sports fans, another episode of Tuesdays with TJ, episode 18. You know what time it is. Stay smart. Stay uneducated. Peace. Lady Mama. Lady TJ, just see y'all next Tuesday.
So yeah, good night, everyone. Don't eat Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Just gotta get it in. Don't eat it. So.